All right, now it should be working. Yeah, I don't know when this Browns game is when I'm gonna be able to watch it, but the freaking Vikings just went to overtime, so it could be a while. Oh, this is annoying. This is why is every game on one channel back to back to back with no like options to get to like if one game needs to start. Why are they doing it like this? Yeah, I don't have local ABC. I'm not in Cleveland. It got delayed again. Oh, let me see what Cam says. Yep. Yep. I'm just gonna miss the first part of this game because of fucking overtime. I can't stand the NFL Network. Yeah, I'm not local. I can't watch it. So maybe. No, I'm not about to do that on VPN. This is annoying. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta. Let me see. Is there a way I can do this on Surfshark? This is so annoying. Why do they do it like this? And it's national, so I can't even do red zone, right? Like, yeah, can't even do red zone. So hopefully somebody scores real quick. But it's Kirk Cousins and Matt Ryan. I have no faith. It still says 440. Yeah, I think it's just happening. Stop telling me the game's on Channel 5. I'm not local. I'm not local. You tell me that again, man. Incredible. I hate the Vikings. I hate the Vikings. I absolutely hate Kirk Cousins for this. It's just some mid. Come on, be a good team and score a freaking touchdown. Somebody. Be good at football. This is annoying. They're getting penalties, making the shit take longer. This is so dumb. Ugh. I am top level annoyed already. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it, man. Maybe if I pull up one of them sites, maybe. But them sites don't work when I got screen recording up. Hold on, I can't do it on this like that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I just gotta wait. I just gotta wait. It is what it is. Russ says, bring this dub home for your little big brother. Oh, you must be a Bengal fan. Hopefully I get to watch the dub. Score a touchdown. Score a touchdown, you bums. Come on. Hurry up and score a touchdown. This is so annoying. Yeah, and if only if you're specifically in News 5 range too. That's the thing that's annoying about it. So there's a lot of people who have WE, well not WE, who don't have WEWS. Like Youngstown has WFMJ, in their own local channels. He's on the sideline. Do not stop the game for this injury. He is on the sideline already. Do not stop the game for it. So a bunch of people who are in market technically just ain't gonna be able to watch the game for whatever reason, because only two markets paid for the rights to rebroadcast the game. So everybody's just getting screwed. That's what I'm saying. At least show the score, or like give me a. I gotta kind of just keep up with the game track thing here. Guess Demetric Felton has a reception. That's cool. Nick Chubb, 1 rush for -1 yards. Cool. Stop asking me to get a stream of it. Why are you asking me to broadcast myself doing a crime? Think about what you ask me sometimes, y'all. You gotta stop putting that shit in chat too, because it's gonna get my stream banned. Like, stop putting the links and stop putting the names of these websites in chat, please. If you continue doing it, I have to ban people. I understand you're trying to be helpful, but it's not helpful when you do it in chat, especially when you do it in chat. You are actually being harmful to what I'm trying to achieve. So please understand that. I know somebody did not just super chat a link. Q, I know you have mentioned trading Ward. LB article did a thing about it. They trade him 23. Oh, if it's that much dead cap, then they're not going to do it. Yeah. I didn't know it was that much dead cap, so maybe if they get an overwhelming offer, but I don't think they're going to do it. I hate the Vikings. I hate how they play football. I really do. They are the worst. Just straight up worse. All right. See, Watson drops, rolls, 3rd and 6. So Rich Eisen's on the call? Yeah, nothing's open. Come on, Kirk. Finish this game off. I swear to God, they kick a field goal, I'm going to punch him in the chest. Oh, wow. He just touched it and do not blow the coverage. Yeah, there you go. Just get him at the 20. Huntley drops, gets a short throw, but it's going to be, he's going to be behind the line of scrimmage. Fumble. Oh, out of bounds. Still a loss of 7. Those white face masks look beautiful. Hey, I can't see chat right now. So if you're chatting, I can't see you because I have one screen and I have to use it on the computer. So I apologize, but I cannot see chat. All right, 2nd and 17. Huntley over the middle. That's going to bring it to about, original 2nd and 10? 3rd and 10? So 3rd and long here. And the Vikings, for those of you who have to rely on the national broadcast because the NFL network is just completely incompetent. 3rd and 24, so it looks like this is going to go at least another possession. Good stuff there, NFL Network. So you might probably lose about half the first quarter. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I blame Kirk Cousins. Why would you come back from 33 down not to finish the game on that drive? I don't know. Miles rushes from the middle, and he does not get it. No flag. Is there a flag? It's going to be pass interference, man. It was tight coverage. 3rd and 24 here, so I mean they're not even gonna be able to get a field goal. All right, come on, stay out of field goal range. Stay out of field goal range. Let a field goal end this. God damn it, you got to like the 39. It's about a 50-something yard field goal. Is that in a dome too? Oh, they're going for it. All right, so it's a second down now. Oh, they're punting. Cowards. Come on, bad punt, bad punt. Yeah, I'm like this indie game. I just want it to end. Like I just want that game to end. Nobody wanted this game to go to overtime. Here comes Gus. I hope the Vikings get blown out in the first round of the playoffs. And they're gonna get a little bit on. Oh no, good play by Newsom. Well, they're in field goal range, definitely with JT. At least you can't go into double overtime in NFL. There we go. Oh my God! And then Minnesota's players keep dropping like flies. They keep dropping like flies. It keeps extending this game. And Dobbins just gets a giant, and he's gone. No, no, he gets tackled. So he gets it 15. I'm glad I'm watching this, but yeah, I'm doing it on NFL Plus. This is a really shitty experience. Like, this is a really shitty way to have to watch the game. I will never forgive Kirk Cousins for this. Why isn't Perry on Winfrey in the game? Play action, reverse, wide open underneath, crash on it. There we go. Make the tackle. Please make the tackle. Oh my God, they're reviewing something. The nerve of this Minnesota Indy game. The nerve of it. The absolute unmitigated nerve of these two very unentertaining teams to be out here taking this thing to the last possible minute of overtime. The nerve of them. Like, who do they think they are? They're not a team anybody wants to watch either way. The absolute nerve of Minnesota. If you super chatted, I will try to get back to it. I promise. I can't see it right now because I have to watch the game on the NFL Plus thing, and it's in the way of the stream, and it's blame Kirk Cousins. Blame Kirk Cousins, y'all. Oh my God. This thing's going to go to the last possible minute of overtime. Oh, they're going for it on 4th and 1, huh? And it's stuffed. And it's stuffed. How is that not blown dead? They're going to call it short. So good stop by the defense. And they whistled his forward progress dead at some point. Yeah, his momentum stopped short. It's not even challengeable. Good throw. Good throw. First down. There we go. Way to get you out the back of the 6. I can't believe the nerve of this game to go to 2-minute drill of overtime. The freaking nerve of Minnesota and Indy, bro, right now. Like, who do they think they are? I want to talk to the manager. All right, we're going to run it here. We got, 7, 8 in the box. Pull it. Good run. Good run. Steady and slow. Steady and slow right here. Let me see if I can, so y'all can at least hear the game if you can't watch it. But right now it's 0-0, 5:47 left, 2nd and 4. Watson in shotgun, trips left, empty right. Only release he has is a tight end. He stays in the block, so all the routes are on the left side. Throws a screen and it's dropped by Chubb. Chubb dropped the screen, and it was there. It was there. They can't even make money off of this game right now. What a disaster, NFL Network. What a disaster. How did you not just at once think, hey man, what happens if one of our games go to overtime? Sir, calm down. This is a Wendy's. Got it. Let's go, Watt. Let's go, Watt. Okay, so he keeps it. They got that same formation. Trips left, one wide receiver on the side, and he has Javid and Joko as his fullback there, basically, to get some yards. All right, it's a 3 shell. Takes the under. Cool pass time. He's underneath it. Got it first. Yo, they keep taking forever. This indie game is. First and 10. Snap it. Snap. They did backside chase. Backside chase works on Chubb, man. It does. And now they can do it too. They can do it because they have fluid athletes on the edge that can pop their hips and slide if Watson keeps it. So that's just an evolution of how you defend that concept. So that the way you run it has to be evolved as well. Who's that super chat? I'm gonna try to see it. Hold on, after this play. Watt drops back, screen, break the tackle, stay in. Ah, he didn't. That's gonna be 3rd and short. I wrote this to waste his time. You lucky I can't time you out, Jim. If I had time, if they took away timeout, because I'm not gonna block you for that. But boy, you was about to get timed out. You was about to take a break. You got saved by the bell, buddy. Do it again, you getting blocked. Got it. This thing going to a tie. All right, way to use your hips, Chubb. Get the extra couple yards. That's a drop. Yeah, that's a bad ball. All right, last 2 games. I don't feel like that tells a fair story because there's a 1.8 yard per carry game in that 11 game sample, in a 3.4. But blame it on Watson, I guess. In the tradition of OBJ and Baker Mayfield, let's make it so that only one good player can continue on, right? It's been a good drive. They started this thing out at the 10, and they've been moving this thing down. I think they're about at the 20, almost in the red zone. All right, so we're at the 30, 32. Don't run it. Don't run it. Let's go empty here. Let's get it empty. I mean, there's no way Nick Chubb gets there in time. Hamilton just made a good play. Dog, they're going to milk this game out as long as possible. Dog, the Browns about to be done with first quarter before they're done with overtime. That's crazy. At least they're in field goal range. And they beat the Vikings. Unbelievable. The Minnesota Vikings are the worst team in the NFL. I hate them. I can't stand the Minnesota Vikings. I can't stand the Minnesota Vikings. Like, they are taking forever to win a game that they should have won in regulation. Like, once you come back from 33, just win the game in regulation. But instead, it took you the whole overtime. And it was such a long overtime. Overtime's 10 minutes. I believe what, 15 minutes is what you get in a regular quarter? It outlasted the first quarter of a regular football game. They're overtime. And they're taking 3 more timeouts. Goodness gracious. I hate both of these teams. I hate the Colts and I hate Minnesota. I can't stand them. The only thing I'm thankful for in this moment is that there's no double overtime in the regular season. Thank God. Thank God. No. The Vikings are terrible. They're an awful team. They're barely beating a team. Like, they're barely going to beat the Indianapolis Colts, who stink. They're bad. Kirk Cousins is bad. They're going to lose in the first round or in the second round. They're not a threat. They're not going to do anything. Who cares about the Vikings? Just take them off the screen. Just take them off the screen. Yeah, it's the biggest comeback in NFL history, but it's also Kirk Cousins, so who really cares? It took too long. It took too long to be fun. It took too long for it to be fun. It was fun in regulation. The 10-minute overtime really killed the rememberability of this game. Only Minnesota fans are going to care about this. Nobody cares. That's crazy. I missed the whole first quarter of watching this because Minnesota wanted to take forever to win a football game. I can't stand them. Just incredible. Get them off the freaking screen, dog. I don't care about the Vikings. Like, if you want to show this in Minnesota and Indianapolis, sure. Or, like, have a second channel available. You know what I mean? Put this shit on ESPN too. Put the start. Like, that's what ESPN does. Why are we operating with such terrible lot? This is all on the NFL, honestly. It's the NFL's fault. I'm blaming Minnesota just because they're the ones I have to watch. But, like, the NFL should not have you in a position when a nationally televised game for you to miss a quarter. Did Rich Eisen just say that dumb shit? Did he say this is the best? He scored a touchdown last game. I don't know how you're still in this, like, chat. You're in the chat for the Browns game, and you're like, why is this guy mad that he can't watch the Browns game? Do you have no fucking clue about where you're at right now? Or you're complaining the guy who covers the Browns is upset he can't watch the Browns game? That's hilarious. K. York, make the field goal. Sly says this is some bull, missed the first quarter for the Vikings. Look, have a secondary channel. You know what I mean? Have an option so you can start the game and have it accessible to everybody like it's supposed to be, because it's blacked out on Sunday Ticket. If I could have watched this on Sunday Ticket, I would have been fine. But no, I couldn't watch it on Sunday Ticket. I had to watch this on my phone. Because you can't even go on your computer and have that up. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a stupid decision. If you don't have the facilities to start another game while one's going on, you should not play 3 games back to back. You just shouldn't. Imagine if you missed the first quarter of the college football playoff because the other game's still going. and you had no opportunity to watch it because you were out of market technically. You'd be pissed. That's ridiculous. We'll be back. Browns up 3. Yeah, Eisen, we know how Eisen is. This is the same guy who said that Thaddeus Moss should be in jail because he blindside blocked somebody. Like, we know what Rich Eisen's whole get down is going to be during this game. We know what his get down's going to be. He's pearl clutching. We know what his whole get down is, dog. We know. He said this was Watson's best drive. Like, Watson's had a touchdown drive. What are you talking about best drive? That's crazy. The game's on now nationally, if anybody was about to watch this. Yeah, I mean, like, Rich Eisen, like, he is a noted history of being a bit of a pearl-clutching clown, especially when it comes to football. Like, he's just a goofball at this point. Like, you just don't take him that serious. I ain't going that far with Rich Eisen, y'all, man. Y'all taking it too far with him. I'm just saying he's a goofball. Okay. I mean, he's always been a clown. Like, the only reason people don't think he's been a clown in Cleveland is because he was, like, pumping up the Baker Mayfield era. Right? Like, he was a big Baker Mayfield guy. That's the only reason. But, like, he was still doing the clown shit during that time period. Like, this ain't nothing new. It's just he said some shit that y'all agreed with. All right. See if we can play better defense, because that first drive, we didn't stop the run well at all. Oh, good coverage. Good coverage. Boy, I know Sonny somewhere pissed. Pissed. I know Sonny is pissed. He hates when John Harbaugh does that.
Last 5 games has been the red zone. Nice drive to get all the way down there, but once again, come up short. First and 10, second drive of that for the Ravens, starting from inside their own 20. Tyler Snoop Huntley's your starter.
Oh my God. That was almost a disaster.
To start this drive, John Johnson is the guy who made the tackle eventually.
What happened?
Yeah, Rich, an update on Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson suffered that PCL sprain to his knee a couple of weeks ago against Denver. He didn't make this trip, as I talked about in our show open. Just out of precautionary measures, John Harbaugh telling me didn't want to risk any swelling. They love where he's at in his rehab. They are hoping to have him back for Christmas Eve against the Atlanta Falcons, but he will have to essentially
run him out of bounds. Don't touch him. He fell on his own.
This is Huntley's second start in place of Lamar Jackson. Great delpit, lowering the boom right there to bring up second and long. Loss of 3 right there. These Huntley's wound up being deep in the Browns sideline. It's now Huntley by himself.
All right, second and 13. Good play, good play. Good play. All right, third and 13. Am I behind? Oh, okay, I was behind. All right, I'm at horrible coaching by the Colts in the second half, not going for the 51-yard field goal in regulation in the dome. I don't want to talk about that game no more, man. I appreciate you, Cali Browns fan. But I'm just going to get mad about the situation that game put me in again if I keep talking about it. So I'm going to let it go.
Was in a one-on-one situation with him around the edge, and he said, I allowed him to make that one-on-one tackle. I knew that's when I wasn't right. It led to another surgery, and then he came back last week. Himself, and you're seeing it every time he gets the ball, the confidence in that knee to be able to make the cuts. And we come to know from J.K. Dobbins, 2nd and 5.
Did he catch that?
Right near the first down marker by Deshaun Jackson.
They're going to call it incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete pass.
And the refs agree. Deshaun Jackson, number 15 in his 15th year.
They might want to challenge that.
Here that he couldn't corral.
Why is it pausing?
Around. He's going down to the ground. Tough to see getting blocked right there.
Yeah, okay, yeah, he didn't catch it.
Underneath the football initially. Reset the game ball. It's knocked away. You see it right there, obviously coming as he's going to the ground. 3rd and 5 from the ear of the oath. Justice Hill is the back again. Picked up the last 3rd down. And 3rd and long. This is 3rd and 5.
No, out of bounds. Punt. Punting. Punting. Let's go. Punting. I hate these Saturday games.
It looked like he wanted to go underneath the Mark Andrews, double clutched it and throws it to the outside. Leads it to be a little bit too far outside. Nice catch, but no chance to stay in bounds. Jordan Stout. The punt. Peoples Jones. Fair catch inside his own 15. So the Browns are up 3-0, and the defense has done its job to get the ball back to Watson with a field goal lead.
It's the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception, and NFL Network is celebrating on Christmas Eve.
All right. So far, low scoring game. I'm expecting a low scoring game, to be honest with you. The Browns offense hasn't been clicking on all cylinders for like a while now. The Ravens offense hasn't been really particularly good all season. And with Tyler Huntley, it's not going to be any better. So, I'm expecting this game to kind of be ugly. We'll see. Diddy says salute to Q. Here's to a Browns win. Who they? Y'all want first place. Y'all shameless. Now, if we set y'all up and y'all fumble against Tom Brady, that's on y'all. That's on y'all. So make sure y'all don't fumble that. Let me put take the Patreon timer in real quick. Ooh, why did I unfollow her? I gotta follow her back. My bad. It's an accident. All right, we back. We back.
Cleveland, Ohio, here on NFL Network. As you can see, the Browns offense has not really gotten it going.
Who would you like? I don't care who the punt returner is. At line. Be honest with you, it doesn't matter. Just somebody who catches the goddamn ball. I don't need a great punt returner on this team. And Nick Chubb drops another one.
Steve Weich is on the Browns sideline. Steve?
Well, Rich, talking about how Deshaun Watson was suspended for those 11 games. When he was away from the team, he did not have the playbook that they were using while they were playing. So he was doing some work with his private quarterback coach, Quincy Avery, in Cleveland, using a training camp.
Q, in my opinion, MJ has the potential to be. I don't know if MJ's not going to be like a top 5 corner because he doesn't have that speed to be an over the top guy, but he's going to be a really good one.
He was in Houston and during training camp, and there was a mission from Avery that there was so much different when he got back to his team from what he did in training
Hey,
camp.
Nick Chubb, man, come on, buddy.
Process for him, as you were talking about, with the struggles he had.
It's been a bad start for you. 2 drops.
Very well, too, as Nick Chubb is stopped for a small gain, and this might not be the team to try and get your running game started against.
No, Kurt, they're pretty good. Nick Chubb in 9 meetings against this Ravens team, only once going over 100 yards, so probably going to have to lean on number 4 quite a bit throughout this game.
Roquan Smith ended that play. It's a 3rd and 11. Watson and the Browns. Watson flips it out to Kareem Hunt.
That's going to be a flag anyways. Punt time. Punt time. Punt team. Punt team. Unless this is like on a. Yeah, this is on us.
Browns are walking off the field. Brad Allen again is our ref tonight. 9th season in the league.
Yeah, you start that drive. Well, you start that drive off with a drop. Right? You get a drop. Nick Chubb drops the ball. Could have got you in the like 2nd and short. And then Nick Chubb gets stuffed 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. You're at 3rd and 11. Not going to have a productive drive if you can't get ahead of the sticks early in the drive. You got to get ahead of the sticks on 1st and 2nd down, or else you're just going to put yourself in a bad spot. So, got to execute better than that. We got to get those 5 yards. You know what I mean? Whether it's Watson throwing a better ball, whether it's Chubb catching it, both of them have to come together to execute here. Chubb's got to get more comfortable receiving too. Like that's just part of it. He's got to be more comfortable. He looks so bad when he's out there receiving sometimes. He's just not fluid as a receiver at all, which is fine. But he has to figure out a way to be better there. Because he's got to stay on the field. As much as y'all want him to be on the field on 3rd down, we see why he's not out there. He's just a poor route runner. So he's got to do something. Yeah, I don't want to complain about Rich Eisen the whole game. I already got my complaints off about Rich Eisen, but yeah, he's kind of boring. It is what it is. No, it's not that Chubb and Watson don't match. It's that Chubb has to make some adjustments to his game, period. You know, they caught up to the whole stretch and crease thing a couple weeks ago, even before Watson was out there. You know, why are we so obsessed with like doing these things that juxtapose 2 good players against each other in this city, and then like telling ourselves that we have to trade one? Why do we love doing this? All right, man. Gonna have to put that boy on the block list. Her team. It's not even 8 people in the boxes. How they're playing the crease lanes. Like the 8 people in the box thing is such a overused take. It's not even accurate half the time. What the problem is that teams are playing the crease lanes. So instead of letting him go against the grain, they're forcing him to go with the grain. And he's not seeing things clearly when it comes to seeing the run with the grain. Why the crease lanes worked for so long is that most running backs run with the grain. He doesn't. So it works, but now it's not. So he needs to adjust. Nick Chubb's a great player. He has a lot of potential, but that does not mean he's beyond improvement, and he needs to improve. Right? This is his whole career. It's been offenses that have been structured around him just straight running the ball. Now he has to make an adjustment because this offense is not going to be about him anymore. It's going to be about Watson, more so than him, especially next year. So he has to make that adjustment. It's not an impossible thing to do. It's not even a especially difficult thing for him to do. But it is an adjustment he needs to make. And it's not a justification to get rid of one of them. Oh, he dropped it.
Came up with a big hit on 4th and short to stop Ricard, and right there, that should have been a catch. You saw Mark Andrews have it in his hands, but great timing to reach in there and knock it out at the last second. 2nd and 10. Dobbins has it. Dobbins makes it 3rd and short.
Yeah, they just beat us off the line of scrimmage there.
With the stop. Dobbins has 49 rush yards on the night. He looks good.
Good cut and crease. It's just a good cut and crease here. Just taking what the defense gives you by JK. Good job there. 3rd and 3. If I know G-Roll, I feel like it's going to be an out. He's going to throw an out route. Oh, he ran it. They got it. But Perrion comes from the other hash here to make the tackle. He almost gets there. Q, you think the running hasn't been working because it's not Deshaun Watson. It's been like 2 months, man. I'm about to say, it's been a while. It's definitely not just Deshaun Watson. The last 3 games of Brissett, the run game was terrible. It's a hole. It's coming back. Coming back.
Somehow bring him down anyway. Check on the flag here. It flew as soon as the play began. Gain of 11 if it stands.
Oh, illegal procedure or illegal formation or something like that? Oh, God. Yeah, the linebacking play not being great, but I'm not going to sit here and be mad about linebacking play when everybody's a backup in the game. Like, it is what it is. He's got to find a way to live with it. Thank you for the super chat, Travis. Oh, good tackle. All right, make up for it.
Redeem yourself. Make a mistake, you come back and say, I'll make the next one. Looked like Stanley expected J.K. Dobbins to bounce to the outside and field in that direction. J.K. Dobbins comes back to the inside and runs right into number 94. Loss of 1. From the Cleveland 37.
Travis says, love what you do, go Browns. Appreciate you. All right, get him off the field here.
Early in this game is getting the ball out of your quarterback hands quickly. Both teams using the short game very, very effectively. We're hoping to get a little bit more right there. What Cleveland wants to do is they want to get you into 3rd and long where they can play coverage on the back end and they can let that beast Myles Garrett go one-on-one. Got themselves an opportunity right here.
Garrett had 2 sacks, including the trifecta. Sacks forced fumble on the return of a touchdown.
Lewis Cousins says, is the center so important to the running game? Oh, wow. And he stopped. We've covered this before. It's not just the center. The center hasn't just been the problem. There's been other problems on the offensive line. The guard play has been terrible by Wyatt Teller. Jack Conklin's been just bad, right? Like Wyatt Teller, Jack Conklin, and the center play have been bad. And that's been affecting things. The only 2 good linemen you have are on the left side, and that's Joe Bitonio in Jedrick Wills. And they're not the strongest run blockers in the world. Just the side of the ball that you usually rely to run the ball with a lot, which is that right side, is kind of falling apart. And, Ethan Posick was a part of it, but it's also Wyatt Teller not playing up to standard, and it's also Jack Conklin not playing up to standard. Some of it is adjustments that Nick Chubb needs to make to how he runs the ball and approaches his runs. And some of this is also on Kevin to make sure that he doesn't put them in bad positions. So it's a combination of things. It's not as simple as saying it's just Ethan Posick's out, that the run game's bad. That's more of a correlation, not a causation, right? And you don't want to mistake those two for each other. So, that's really what's going on with it. But it's convenient to say it's the center because that's an easy thing to blame it on. It's convenient to say it's Deshaun Watson because it's an easy thing to blame it on. The fact is that these things have been lingering all year, and the dam broke really versus Miami, and it hasn't been fixed since then because more and more guys keep going down. Guys aren't playing well. White hasn't played well since he came back from the injury. Jack Conklin's just he's had like 2 knee surgeries. He's had a bunch of injuries back to back. He's just not the same player anymore. He's just not. And the same thing goes for Wyatt Teller's just not the same guy right now because he's just hurt. And then, you got Yeldy in there who's a backup guard playing center. That's the problem with the run game. It's really not difficult. You know what I mean? Like, it's really not difficult. Lewis says, agree with you, Q. The O-line has not been good. Kudos to you, man. Keep it going. Appreciate you. Yeah. Like, we have this tendency to want to make things difficult because... What did you say? Mad Max Trader says the center calls the blocking. Or do you really think that's how that works, Mad Max? Do you really think that the center gets in there and dictates how the run's going to be ran? You think that's determined by the center? Let me not be an asshole about this. I'm sorry. I'm being an asshole about this. The run play is called in the huddle. What the lineman is doing when you see him point, he's just calling out the mic and doing some basic checks. But everybody on the offensive line does that. Like this whole idea that like the center is the quarterback of the offensive line is literally something that people just made up to make centers feel better. You know what I mean? It's not that important of a position. That's why it's usually infrequently drafted in the late rounds. If it was an important position, it would be one of the top 5 positions in the top 10 of the draft. It just isn't. A lot of people just make that shit up. And then it gets said enough by enough people who are accredited, and people just believe it to be true. But the center might be one of the least important positions on the offensive line. Hence, the Browns have had a backup one all year, and it didn't matter. It's only when they got down to their third string that it started to matter. Like, guard, center, they're all the same level of importance. Left tackle is very important. Right tackle is very important. That's why those positions frequently get drafted in the top 5. Again, when football people talk, don't listen to what they say as much as listen to what they do. They tell you centers are very important. Do they draft centers in the top 5 of the draft? Ever? No, because they don't actually believe that shit. Right? You know what I mean? They really don't believe that. Like, whenever they try to sell you that, they don't really believe it. Because if they thought centers were so important, it'd be really important to get a good center, right? But a good spot for a center to get drafted is probably like 15th overall in the draft. Not top 5, not top 10. Ooh, good grab by Peoples-Jones. That ball was dangerously late. Center's not even important if your quarterback's young. Most of that shit is done in the headset, man. And honestly, what the center's asked to do is just call out the mic. Like, it's not hard to check into that stuff. If your quarterback can't do some of those responsibilities and double check the center's work, after 3 or 4 years of college, he's probably not somebody who should be out there. Like, it's not really like high level stuff they're asking the center to do. They're important because they snap the ball, but like other than that, got it, break it. There you go, Chubb. Big time. Okay, all the players are important. Of course, yes, all the players on the field are important. But we're talking about when people place an extra level of importance on a specific position. I asked some insiders on OBR about Teller, and they said he's nowhere. He's not. He's clearly not healthy. You can see it when he plays. Come on, cut. Here we go.
Marcus Williams on the stop. Steve was talking a little bit about the preparation for Deshaun Watson. One thing that I found interesting was you're off for 700 days. Sometimes you forget, and lose some confidence. He went back and watched a lot of his Houston games to remind himself of how good.
All right, second is short. Got him. It's amazing. What, did we just throw that thing to Braylon Edwards? Who is that? We got Baldwin? Dog, who is on the team right now? What is going? David Bell is an inactive for. That's not good.
Timing, and you're starting to see Deshaun Watson get into a little bit of a rhythm. First down. Just under 3 minutes to go in the first half.
Good ball. Good catch. Baldwin again. All right, let's get 6. Let's get 6. Hey, look, Watson doing a much better job popping that last step in his play action drops. That is so much cleaner. Good. The feet are so much better today. The feet. I've been complaining about Watson's feet for a couple of weeks now. The feet are so much better right now. Look at the feet here. He doesn't get too deep in that drop. He gets parallel. He throws a good ball. All right, Chubb. Come on, finish it. Way to stay patient in there.
He was going for his tight end again. Second down. Trying to sneak a receiver, play action hard to the right, sneak a receiver back to the left-hand side.
No, Baldwin wasn't even on the team in preseason, I don't believe. He wasn't here in preseason. 17 was somebody else in the preseason. That's not even the dude that wore 17 in preseason.
Tied at 3. This is your typical Browns-Ravens.
Hey, let's run an RPO here and let Watson keep it.
That is developing here in Cleveland. Watson 11 of 15 his last couple of drives. Chubb trying to find some room.
Oh, just let him keep one. Come on.
Nice Bowser and a handful of his teammates.
Just let him keep one. I don't believe he was on the team in preseason. Let me double check that though, because I thought it was somebody else. Or they picked Baldwin out the stands. Who is he? I have no idea. I'm shocked he's in the game right now. Yeah, Dalen Baldwin, right? Professional career. He signed as an undrafted free agent, but he was waived in August 30th. Oh, he was on it. Was he 17 on the preseason? Felt like that was somebody else. Might have been him. Established a run then pass. They suck at running the ball right now, yo. The only thing that's been working has been Watson. Like straight up, dog. Well, it's hard to tell on the RPO from broadcast if he should have kept it or not because we can't see the defensive end that he's reading. So it's always going to look like whenever Watson hands the ball off to Chubb and Chubb doesn't get a 20-yard chunk, that he should have continued to hang on to the ball and kept it himself, right? But you don't know what we're seeing from the broadcast angle. You can't really tell the depth that you need. You would need an end zone angle to really see what he's seeing on that play. So take it with a grain of salt when you see it on broadcast with any quarterback and it looks like it should have been an RPO keeper, but he doesn't keep it because you're not really seeing what they're reading, which is that edge rusher is probably setting wide. So if he would have kept it, he would have been flashed on and there's probably a DB over top. So again, it could look like fool's gold, but it's always going to look like he should have kept it if the running back doesn't get a bunch of yards. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it was open for him. I think they should do something like they did earlier with the design run for him where they pull Njoku out so they can have the confidence in it. Quincy, talk a bit about the defense for next year. What do you think? Yeah, I'll get to that when the defense is out there, Lewis. I appreciate the super chat. All right, we're in an empty. 3rd and goal.
Back in the backfield with Deshaun Watson in his first home start. Watson for the end zone.
Push.
Was the target.
Pushed.
There are no flags. Chuck Clark on the coverage. 4th down. Looking to get Amari Cooper on the outside. Nice job. Double teaming. Got to go up over the top to him.
Yeah, they got that.
It's caught up a little bit there with Chuck Clark.
That's a, oh my God. That was a hold.
Did see Clark's left arm around the waist of Njoku. I mean, if you want to call it, it might have. Didn't feel like he turned the receiver.
All right, make the field goal.
Play nice tight coverage. Cade York, the 23-yard chip shot.
Nah, play call there is fine. David just got pushed on a route. He fell. I mean, the throw would have been there if David stays on his feet. He just wasn't able to stay balanced. He didn't catch it. But like throwing up, having your two options, your 1 and 2 read, be Amari Cooper and David Njoku on one-on-one opportunities potentially, I don't think that's a bad play call. I think you're just judging the result. Well, all in all, I mean, the offense looks pretty good when we're able to get ahead of the sticks early on in these possessions. That's no rocket science right there, right? If you get ahead early in the drive, ahead of the sticks, you'll be fine. If you continue to get yourself behind the sticks, end up in a 3rd and long situation, you're just not going to convert a lot of drives. So they got to continue to make sure that whatever they call on 1st down hits, right? And they got to do a better job of making sure of that, because that's been what's been hurting them the last few weeks as they figure out this offense with Watson. What are going to be the plays that are money for 5 yards, right? Like they need to figure that out. What plays can we call with Watson that are money for 5 yards that he's going to see immediately versus Brissett, with Brissett sees things differently? Yeah, Reggie Ragland been on the field, dog. All right, man. It's going to be a low-scoring game.
Dog, where you at? Let me hear you.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Bet just $5 to win $150 if your team wins. Action's so good. Why bet NFL anywhere else?
This year, the Pro Bowl returns to Vegas with a whole new look and feel. It's flag football with the biggest stars in the game. The Pro Bowl games. Scan the QR code on screen or go to ProBowl.com to buy tickets. But right now, I'm told the QR codes come right after the kick. So get your phones ready. You never know. Flag football. I'm in for a little flag football. You might see the greatest touchback ever right here. Put that on TikTok, says Cade York. But it's not sure return. Devin Duvernay.
Good coverage. Good coverage. Wow, they do the same dumb thing we do, which is take that thing out all the time.
QR code. Give it to me. I'm going to the Pro Bowl. That's what you're doing. You're taking your phone out. You're taking pictures of your television set right now. And boom. You can go to the Pro Bowl. Welcome to the new age. That's it. Point and click at the television. That's right. Interesting situation here for the Ravens. We talked a lot about some of the issues they have on the outside. You get into this 2-minute mode where you got to throw the football.
Still got 3 timeouts. Both teams got 3.
Guys on the outside who can step up and make those big plays. Right now, their leading receiver, Justice Hills, in the backfield. There's a connection to Isaiah Likely, the rookie from Coastal Carolina. That's a drive starter, as they say. We don't see a lot of teams in 2-minute situations going with 2 tight ends on the field, but again, best wide receivers, the way they play offense, you can see a lot of that.
They're going to call timeout. They got to call timeout, right? They're not calling timeout?
Under a minute 10 to go in this first half. Ravens have all 3 of their timeouts. At the very least, they want to give Justin Tucker a shot.
He's going to have. They got to call timeout now, right? Okay, they must not think they're going to get it past field goal range. They don't even got time to take 3 timeouts now. Good play by Jordan K.
Also looking ahead to the night game, the nightcap. Dolphins, Bills in the western New York snow. Lake effect taking effect up there right now, I'm being told. Right now by the lake here in Cleveland. Browns trying to get off the field. Get Watson one more shot. Huntley, however, has another shot to Likely to move the chains, and they're going to roll the clock there.
Yeah, he stepped backwards. They're going to roll it. Call the timeout. You have it. It's weird. This is clock management by John Harbaugh. I mean, he's been bad at it for a while. Boy, I don't know what John Harbaugh was doing there. It didn't seem productive at all. All right, we back.
Before he stepped out of bounds, which is why they rolled the clock at Jadeveon Clowney.
That's not good.
Locker room right now, as the Browns defense is trying to stop Tyler Huntley from getting.
It's not. Maybe he has to just pee.
To give Justin Tucker a shot.
There's no way he has to pee, by the way. He would be on the field if he had to pee. He would wait till the offense is out there.
To reset the clock, they may have to call another timeout. You can't do that. You can't call back-to-back.
Oh, wow.
Which is why they had to snap it, and
They
they do
didn't get it.
flag.
It's big. Delay of game. 5-yard penalty. Is there a runoff? Is there a 10-second runoff?
I believe that's a 15-yard penalty, Kurt. Five's better than 15, I guess, if you're going to have to take a penalty.
Is there a runoff?
And there's still 27 seconds left in the half. That's one of those things you can't let it happen after a timeout. You got to get in there, know the play call. I know he was looking for more time on the clock, but mistake you can't have. First and 15, quick throw. His intended pass for Devin Duvernay. Incomplete. Denzel Ward on the coverage.
He'll play Denzel.
24 seconds left. You got to push the ball down the field. So many of their throws tonight have really been those quick underneath throws, which is fine as you're moving it, but as that clock starts to tick down, got to get a choke throw at some point here. You can use the whole field. Still have 2 timeouts left. But these dink and dunk throws is not going to get it done. Joe Woods does not have Jadeveon.
Never been one to celebrate one getting fired, but when Joe's gone, I might celebrate. I just hope they get better, man. Get him in bounds. Why didn't he go out of bounds? What are they doing? They got called another timeout, right?
Emerson Jr. on the stop. 18 seconds left. We're back in another 30 seconds here. In a moment.
Tis the season to switch to Verizon. It's your last chance to get our best deal of the year.
Tis?
Tis. They'll give you the new iPhone 14 Pro.
Amazing phone.
This holiday season, Verizon gives you the new iPhone 14 Pro that's in stock now. Plus an Apple gift like Apple Watch SE, iPad, and Beats Fit Pro. All on us. That's a value of up to $1,900. Wow. Act now. It's our best deal of the year, but it ends soon. Visit Verizon today.
95% of Uber Eats orders run.
Oh, no. Okay, well.
Don't miss a moment from around the league with highlights from every in-progress game. NFL Game Day Live, tomorrow at 1, only on NFL Network.
Hey, honey. We thought we'd try something new.
Family on out. What do you think?
You got jokes. You're funny.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
The Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Rich Eisen, you lied to me. You said this was a 30-second timeout. This was a full timeout. You liar. This is a television timeout. This is a 2-minute 30. Lying.
62 bronze plus.
You ran like 4 ads. Why they lying, bro?
Justin Tucker trying to get a shot here. Pre-game, we saw him make field goals from, as you could see, on the 45-yard line, right down the minus side of the field. And that's exactly where the football is right now. But in order for them to kick from there, they got to get about 8 more yards from this spot. 39 is the down and distance for Tyler Huntley. Ravens have 1 timeout left, 18 ticks on the clock. Huntley has time, and he throws for his trusty tight end, Mark Andrews, out of bounds. That is a big pitch and catch, Kurt. Yeah, great throw right there. You can see Mark Andrews throwing the deep corner route. The same throw that they made earlier that John Johnson knocked out. Get that underneath defender to run on the flat.
Greg. Pick a target.
And there's 12 seconds left. Timeout left. Lots of concepts to play with here, but they're just going to run Huntley up the middle, get it to the
Well, that's a very makeable field goal now.
fire off that last timeout. Chase Winovich on the stop. So here comes Justin Tucker.
Yeah, it's a very makeable field
to
goal.
try and tie this game up. Baltimore. Their third and final. This Baltimore Ravens team started out.
They're going to milk it out, but
Remarkably. And each of those first three losses, they've led by 10 or more points, including that Week 2 loss to Miami that put the Dolphins on the map. They then won 6 of their last 7. Winning tight games. Lamar got hurt in Week 13. They won without him last week, and they're trying to tie the game up right before halftime without him this week. And they do believe they can get him back for Christmas Eve's home date against Atlanta next week. But for the moment, a 48-yarder for Justin Tucker.
and he just flat missed it. Oh, he's being evaluated for a head injury. Hopefully he's okay. Wow. All right, so Justin Tucker missed a pretty routine field goal for Justin Tucker. It was like a 48-yard field goal, and he just whiffed it. Wow. That could end up being big. That could end up being big. It ruins the Ravens' chance to double dip, so that's huge there. Now the Ravens out of halftime, out of that first drive, the best they can do is go up 4. We know this team's problems when you can get up 10 on them. So, wow, that was a massive whiff by Justin Tucker there. That's huge. It's huge. I'll be right back. So let's go through the game. What's been good? Well, the score is 3-6. So, score is 3-6. Clearly not an offensive explosion. Sean Watson, 13 of 18, 105 yards. It's reasonable. Nick Chubb, 8 carries, 31 yards. It's pretty bad. It's been like that for a month, though. So, I'm not even acting like that's new. Look, the thing with the Browns offense is when they get ahead of the sticks, when they're able to get 5 yards on first down, when they're able to get 5 yards on second down, when they're able to get in third and short situations or second and short situations, this offense moves the ball downfield consistently. It's been like that. It was like that in Houston with Watson. It was like that last week against Cincinnati, and it's like that this week. That's the point blank period. They have to figure out what are their go-tos, right? They're going to have to switch it up, right? Their go-to during the season when Jacoby Brissett was in there was Nick Chubb's averaging 5 or 6 yards a carry. So we're just going to hand it off to him, and he's going to get 5 or 6 yards on first down. And that worked. But now Nick Chubb's not even getting positive yards on first down when he runs it. Like, I would love to see those splits of Nick Chubb first down carries because they've been terrible for about a month and a half now. So now that you can't rely on that, what's your go-to to get 5 yards on first down? Is it empty? Is it play action? What concept, what package do you feel comfortable with? What plays do you feel comfortable with to get those 5 yards on first down? I think it's clear that throwing the ball is how you're going to go about it. I think it's clear that at this point in the season, Deshaun's going to have to throw the ball 40, 50 times, man. That's the kind of offense we have right now until Wyatt Teller can get healthy again, and that's not going to happen until the end of the year. Jack Conklin is who he is. He's hurt. He's a shell of his old self. And Ethan Posick is on IR right now. So you're not going to have great offensive line play for a very long time. You just aren't. At least for the rest of this season, it's not going to be great. You're waiting on guys to get healthy, and honestly, guys to get replaced contractually when it comes to Jack Conklin. And then you're waiting for, your center to come back off IR. These things aren't going to fix themselves during the season. There's not enough season left for that. So now that you have to make that adjustment, okay, how do you play in this offense when your offensive line is not the best, when they cannot bully up front and get automatic yards on first down like they were early this season? But you have to figure that out. You have to figure out what are you going to do in those situations and just figure out first down, right? I understand Watson's in there. He hasn't been in there all season. It's going to change some things up. But now you got to figure out first down. But luckily for you, you have a quarterback that can do that consistently. So it's fortunate, right? Because I know people tend to only look at this based on what they saw, but if we were at this point with Jacoby Brissett, it would be a disaster right now because Jacoby's not somebody you can have throw the ball 40 times. So it's a good thing that Watson's here by this point of the season because if this were Brissett and these issues were still continuing, which they're 100% would because they started with him and didn't end with him. And it's not his fault, but it's not his fault, so he's not going to change it. So you just got to figure out a better plan on first down, given that your offensive line is basically, 2.5 linemen short. You know what I mean? Or at least 1.5. So that's what they have to figure out. Their identity has to change for these last 6 weeks because the personnel dictates it. Next year, when they're healthy, when Wyatt Teller's back healthy, when they have a solution at right tackle, when they have a healthy center, they'll be able to run the ball like they did at the beginning of the season. And they'll be able to throw the ball better. They'll be the offense that we envision. But right now, they're not the offense that we envision because the O-line's hurt. Teams have keyed in on that, made adjustments. Nick Chubb probably needs an offseason of adjustment making to get used to how he's going to be used going forward. So it's not a big deal. It's not like a panic mode kind of deal thing. But, it is something to keep an eye on. So that's why I think offensively. Red zone stuff, again, a lot of that's because the offensive line stinks. But, the red zone offense it has jumped. It's been streaky all year. There have been games where it's been great. There have been games where it's been terrible. And the games where it's been great is when the run game is operating at a high level. And when the run game's not operating at a high level, the red zone offense is not going to be great. You know, we don't have those kind of receivers that are going to win in the red zone. We have guys that are great to get you there. DPJ, great to get you there. Amari Cooper, great to get you there. David Njoku's probably the only 50-50 ball guy we got. So it just makes that red zone operation kind of difficult. I think you need to use Watson more as a runner in these situations because he's really good red zone running, right? I understand you want to get him going as a passer in these situations, but you gotta let him be special sometimes, right? Defensively, I mean, I'm pretty happy with the result given that we're running out there a pretty ragtag unit. Like, you know, the offensive line, not the offensive line, the linebackers are just hurt. We got Reggie Ragland out there. Shout out to 2016 Alabama lore. You know what I mean? Reggie Ragland and Trey Dupree. So that's basically what we got out there. You know, we got Jordan K playing meaningful snaps. We got Deion Jones out there. It's not a great group of linebackers. And then secondary-wise, you've been playing fine. Defensive line-wise, it's been up and down. Look, they've gotten some creases on you, most definitely. They have gotten some gashes on you in this run game, sure. But you haven't given up a touchdown. I'm not overly concerned. It looks like a usual bad performance against the run instead of like the extraordinary stuff that happened against like Miami and Buffalo. Doesn't save Joe Woods' job. The team could pitch a complete shutout out the Reds at the end zone, and it wouldn't save Joe Woods' job. Like, I'm going to be very clear on that. But it's fine. I don't feel like it's like a great performance, but it's not an especially bad performance. I haven't really seen anything play calling wise I felt like was egregious. I know somebody in the chat probably found something to be egregious. I just didn't find anything to be egregious in the play calling. And special teams has been okay. K. York's been 2 for 2. The returns haven't been dreadful. Actually, the coverage units on the kickoff returns have been actually really good. So there's that. But yeah, that's basically the first half. I hope I talked for 10 minutes. I hope this second half is ready to start because I got nothing left. But yeah, that's been the first half. What are y'all thinking? Wide receivers bad today? I don't think that's true. Yeah, we would love touchdowns in the red zone, but what are we going to do? Again, what's the solution? Because the solution has been run the ball in the red zone, right? That's been what y'all want the solution to be. Well, the run game stinks right now, and it's not because of scheme. It's because you have two hurt offensive linemen, Jack Conklin and Wyatt Teller, who just look bad right now. And then you have a third-string center. You're just not going to be able to run the ball in a red zone situation when you can't win consistently on the line of scrimmage. And then you're playing the best run defense in football. Like, you trying to run the ball? You trying to run the ball straight into Roquan Smith, dog? Like, is that what we're trying to do right now? Is test Roquan Smith? Like, that's what he does. I mean, we could do it. The score wouldn't change. And honestly, every time they run the ball in the red zone, I feel like it's a bad call. You know, the red zone offense is just going to be what it is when you can't execute at that. Like, play calling is not going to save the red zone offense. At some point, it comes down to execution, and they can't execute. And red zone offense is honestly all about execution. You can have a terrible play call in the red zone. If you execute it, it's great. Like, the play calling don't really matter at that point. They got to execute. And right now, the personnel is just not executing. But yeah. Luis Cousins says, do I think Prefer deserves to stay more than Joe Woods? No, Prefer should be gone before Joe Woods because he's been here longer, I believe, right? Wasn't he here for that one Kitchens year? Wasn't he here for the one Freddie Kitchens year? And the special teams has been like this whole time? Yeah, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the $5. But yeah, I think Preef should have been gone. But the game's back, y'all.
That will be maybe a touchdown. We'll see. It's 6-3 here in Cleveland, Ohio. The Ravens get the ball first. And the fans here are ready to watch Kate York put this ball into play. With Devin Duvernay back in his own end zone to field this for the Ravens. Ravens need to win this one to stay in first place in the AFC North with 3 games to play. The Bengals are in Tampa tomorrow. That's a big game. The second half of this one. Oh wait, Steve Weitz, let's check in with you.
All right, Richard, for the Cleveland Browns, defensive end Jadeveon Clowney at the end of the half went to the blue tent to get checked for a head injury. We'll have an update on him shortly. We'll see if he comes out here. I have not seen him out on the field, but in talking to head coach Kevin Stefanski, he said offensively they're really staying on schedule, especially in Sean Watson. Very disappointed they did not get in the end zone there right before halftime. Also, he likes the way his defense is playing, but they're not getting enough hats on the ball, especially with some of these runs that the Ravens are making.
Yeah, Browns had a settle for 3. The Ravens would have loved to.
All right, Browns. They got like 8 in the box, 9 stuff. And Grant Delpit with a good tackle there. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
Small gain on first down here.
Yeah, they just stacked the box here.
Talked to John Harbaugh, and he called it simple football. Where we're at right now, no major adjustments, but does want to move the ball better. Offensively, likes the run game. Obviously, need more production in the pass game. He's looking, Kurt and Rich, for chunk plays in the second half.
So are we, Stacy. So are we. I'll be very honest. 2nd and 7 right now. And we just came off a game 39-36. Biggest comeback in the history of the NFL. We got it going here. Tyler Huntley.
They ran stick.
Pass to DeMarcus Robinson. That's a first down.
It's a good call there.
Between your companies.
He should have been gone after the punt team had 12 men on the field on 4 straight plays last year versus the Ravens. Yeah, he should have just never gotten brought to this coaching staff, to be honest with you. But
Out in the second half, get a chance to double up the points that missed by Justin Tucker could loom huge.
1st and 10 on the opening drive of the second half. Home team up 6-3. Tyler Huntley in his second start in place of the injured Lamar Jackson. With a late handoff.
oh, good run play.
He bounces outside and looks for the sideline. He has it, and he gets knocked out of bounds by Johnson. But a terrific run and a huge gain of 24.
And it's starting to look like himself. Stacey was talking about getting some chunk plays in the pass game. Well,
Jordan, you got to get off that, man. You got to get off. You got to find a way to slide off Zeitler there.
little stiff arm, bounce it to the outside, and you're seeing that speed coming back for number 27.
120 yards in just 15 carries last week. 10 carries, 79 yards already tonight. 1st and 10 from the Cleveland 40.
Oh. Is that Alex Wright that got high? Did he go high? Just missed him.
In the game, they talk a lot about winning 1st and 2nd down. Not leaving him in a 3rd and long situation where they have to drop back and hold the football against Myles Garrett. So far, they've been moving the ball on these drives, but we heard Greg Roman talk about it this week. Yeah, we've moved the ball, we've used the clock, but we've shot ourselves in the foot as we get close to the red zone. Let's see if they can finish this drive.
Edwards with 43 rush yards. He's now in the backfield, and he gets it. 2nd and 5, pushes the pile, and gets that first down. As promised, Steve Weitz, the update on Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah, guys, he has been ruled out with a head injury, so Jadeveon Clowney is out for the rest of the game.
That is, as one would think, significant.
With Jadeveon Clowney, doesn't show up all the time in sack numbers. Only 2 sacks on the year, but he is so disruptive in so many different ways. So, huge loss when you're looking at a team that has to generate pressure. Right now, it's so much Myles Garrett. They need everybody that they can get.
Gus Edwards in the I formation on 1st down. First down run for him.
All right, good stop.
Hard, right behind his fullback, Card, and that's It's a gain of about 3 yards on first down, and these are the linebackers who are already out for the season. Clowney is out for tonight. And that will definitely make a smaller play sheet selection, one would think, for Joe Woods.
And tough, we got a power run team that's going to run between the tackles. All those linebackers.
2nd and 9, just a gain of 1. Huntley, quick throw. Connects with Robinson.
All right, 3rd and 7.
Ground a little bit. And Tony Fields on the stop to bring up 3rd down.
Don't expect when you're throwing those kind of passes to get big plays, but usually catch the ball, turn your shoulders upfield, and get what you can get. But you said Robinson decides takes a step back and maybe try to make a big play and loses a couple yards right there.
What does Greg Roman dial up from the booth on 3rd and 6 from inside the 25? Huntley surveys, runs to his right. He's got room to pick it up himself, and he does that. 1st down, Baltimore.
Ah, what happened? Why did they collapse in?
Not as many design runs in this offense without Lamar Jackson. When you go back and look at the stats, there are more scrambles, drop back in a pass game.
Perrion. Got to be patient. Got to be patient. Got to be patient. That's on Perrion right there. He blew his angle. Chased too hard upfield. He's got to be patient there.
As we're under 10 minutes in the 3rd quarter, trying to tie the game, if not score the first touchdown of the game. It's Dobbins in motion. Huntley looked his way, running his way, directed traffic.
Good angle. You see the angles that Matt, like you see that? You see the angle that Deion Jones took on that play, right? He didn't aggressively chase him upfield. He kind of staggered, right? Staggered, and then slowly taking a strategic angle and then chose his bite, right? Then decided when he wanted to bite on him. That's what Perrion's got to do. Perrion got excited, rushed all the way upfield, blew his angle. You gotta contain him sometimes. Play the angles. Young player, like at Oklahoma, he could do that, get away with it because he's Perrion Winfrey. He's bigger than the guard, and he'll just get there. In the NFL, you have to play the angles. He has to learn that. That's part of his development, right? Even as a 3-tech, he's going to have to learn to play the angles because sometimes they're going to do a twist. They're going to do a stunt. You're going to be on the outside. You got to be able to contain and know how to contain an athletic quarterback so you don't allow that to happen, especially one who's not really adept at running through the middle of the field.
3rd and 10 from the Cleveland 15.
Alex Wright did it again. It's going to be a penalty on them. I think they got an illegal chop block or something like that. So it's coming back anyways if it wasn't successful.
One is right around the line of scrimmage, and then one is
so offsetting.
About 5 yards from it.
Nice job, I think, getting them to draw offside.
Holding, offense, outside, defense. The penalty's offset. Replay, 3rd down.
Let's do it again, Kurt.
It was a good job drawing him offside. He had a free play right there, just a little high on the throw. Duvernay not being able to make the catch. But it looked like that second flag was thrown in the secondary area, and they called offensive holding.
That is a weird spot for an offensive holding flag to fall, and you can see
they called it on Patrick Ricard there,
right
big
off
fullback.
Right off of Duvernay's hands. Week 3 was the last time a Ravens wide receiver caught one for Baker. 3rd and 10 again. Quick throw.
Picked off. Great play, Denzel Ward. Great play. Wow, he just crashed it. Great play, Denzel. That's huge. It's huge there. That is massive. Not only does that blow their double dip out, they blew both of their opportunities. That's massive. They blew their double dip at the end of the first half. by missing the field goal. They get to the red zone. They at least get the chance to get the advantage in the second half. And they just blew that with the red zone interception.
With chicken and sides and sauces, what fun! Kentucky Fried Options.
Somebody in chat stopped me from ordering KFC if the Browns win. Somebody talked me out of that decision because I desperately do want to be talked out of it. But I'm not going to lie, I saw the commercial and it looks pretty good. Like KFC feel like it can hit the spot right now. So I need to be talked out of this. Chat, I need y'all help. Y'all need to talk me out of this.
Morning, tomorrow at 9 on NFL Network.
There are some moments everyone wants a piece of. Plays that make you scream.
Hey man, let's just get ahead of the sticks here on first down. We've been moving the ball all day for like 3 weeks now. It's about finishing these drives and staying ahead of the sticks. That shit's gonna come.
So the Ravens had the ball right before half and then deferred to get it right after half. And we've seen two Ravens. The first missed field goal inside of 50 yards of the season for Justin Tucker before the half. And just the second red zone turnover of the year for the Ravens to start the drive after halftime at 6-3 Cleveland, and Watson keeping it on.
Keep it.
Snap of the second half incomplete. What happened on that hit?
Yeah, he stood out of bounds.
You run this type of combination. The inside receiver here pushes up and tries to create a little bit of a rub for this quick slant to the outside. Ward does a nice job.
Here, Q, buy some cab. Y'all not good, dog. Don't encourage this. I appreciate the super chat, Dad. See.
Nice job of jumping it and making the big play. Jackson in his 15.
Did I eat today? Yeah, I ate. I ate some breakfast.
No points for the Ravens. It's a second down run by Chubb. And that's
3rd and 9.
Ravens defense with some pushing and shoving afterwards. Robert Washington and Calais Campbell on the stop right there, bringing on 3rd and long. Ravens have 2 drives of 10 or more plays tonight, 0 points. Again, the turnover on downs in their first drive and then their latest drive. Just an interception in the red zone. And I was talking about how Greg Roman likes to get a little more conservative on 3rd down here and take the points. They're get a little more aggressive, and it goes against them. The Ravens D trying to get off the field and the ball right back. Watson on 3rd and 7. It's off. And cannot get anywhere, but 2 flags come in on the Houston takedown of Watson.
What's that going to be on?
Trying to grab the grill. There's 3 flags come down.
It was something egregious.
Plain view.
Personal foul. That's in the face mask. 50.
Wow.
16-yard penalty.
It must have been obvious. I didn't see it, though.
About to get the ball back in great field position. No doubt. Justin Houston so good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was obvious.
Sacks coming in and just trying to
Shout out to the white face mask. It makes it easy to see.
Sean Watson down, but you see why 3 flags came in. Easy call right there for the officials. So, fresh set O downs for Cleveland.
Wow, bailed him out.
The 7-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Nick Chubb with the carry.
Good run.
Nick Chubb with a nice carry. First down.
Good run.
The gain of 11 makes the stop.
Be right back.
Tough to bring him down. When you get those pads going north and south, get him up into the secondary. 6 flat 40 that you got. I think you would have got through rounding up Kurt.
KFC sounds amazing, Silent Wolf.
But I agree. That was a large hole.
I appreciate you for saying that. You know, some people out here trying to not encourage this behavior. Zaxby's would be nice, though. Maybe some Zaxby's. See, look, give me some better suggestions than KFC. You know what I mean? Somebody said Zaxby's. Somebody.
Big play by Amari Cooper. Not many of those tonight. They need him to make a couple more. From atop the elf.
Dog, I'm not about to eat no Raisin Canes. What time Zaxby's close? Good ball, wide open.
Deshaun Watson to have a little bit more time, go to his secondary receiver, and get another big play. Back-to-back throws to Cooper. Brings out a 3 tight end set from the 18 of Baltimore. Another play fake and another throw. Watson buying time with his right.
Got him.
Does connect. He connects with his tight end Harrison Bryant for a short gain. Watson seems to be in rhythm here, Kurt. No doubt, and he's always comfortable outside the pocket, something that Mike McDonald talked about, not letting him get out there.
2nd and 5.
And on the other side, a lot of talk this week about the second part of every play with Deshaun Watson and how much they've worked on the scramble drill. Nice job by Bryant there to push up the field, work back down the sideline in the direction of Deshaun Watson to make himself available for that catch. Flurries in the air.
What are we waiting on? What are we waiting on? What are we waiting on? Stop the play clock. Stop the game clock. Oh, good throw.
I mean, they are using everybody in that wide receiver roster tonight. The rookie out of Oklahoma makes it 3rd and short. It's an RPO. See Hamilton here. Looks like the ball went
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's caught.
Pressure instead of handing it off. Flips it out there to his wide receiver and a great catch. They're going fast because they would have hit the ground, and they do get the snap off, and Watson flips it incomplete.
There's a flag.
I think he wanted Woods to go towards the end zone, and he didn't, and that brings out 4th and short.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, it's tough right here. Little naked bootleg. Good job stretching this out.
Oh, Woods. Woods skimmed the sideline. It's there.
Maybe turn up the field, hit him on that back shoulder, and might have walked into the end zone, but that's tough. Receiver's supposed to be out in the flat. So it's 4th.
They got Drew Forbes in.
This is exactly where the Browns defense came up with a stop in the first quarter on 4th and short. And the Ravens defense
Got it.
gets Chubb, but it looks like he picks it up. Looked like early contact there, a chance to stop him. But that second effort by number 24 got him across the sticks.
This is a great drive right now. This is a great drive.
The Ravens defense can't prevent the first down in the way that the Browns defense did to the Ravens, really in that very spot in the same end zone in the first quarter. There's lots of tackle eligibles now happening right now. Still a lot of work to do to get this ball into the end zone. It's Nick Chubb in the backfield. 1st and goal from the 7. It's Chubb with the carry. Tough sliding up the middle right there. Calais.
All right, 3 yards. 3 yards, 2nd down.
Walter Payton Man of the Year award winner with the stop. Year 15 for him too. Yeah, I remember when he
This 4-down territory for y'all?
7 foot tall.
I would consider it. I mean, if it was Lamar, hell no. Take the points. But you might be able to get a safety,
Unbelievable career, 15 years, as you said.
even if you don't get this here.
He's got that patch on his jersey that you used to have too, Kurt.
One-on-one here. Let's float one.
From the 4.
Yeah, and I like it. I like it. I like it. Oh, come on. Throw the flag.
Humphrey on the coverage. There are no flags.
I'm fine with that call.
Bringing up third and
Yeah.
goal.
I literally said before he snapped it, let's float one. Like, that's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, they get it. Marlon just plays it too well. Can't get it. Yeah.
Keep your hands on him without
It's just good coverage by Marlon.
drawing a flag, and nice job tracking the football, get that left hand up there, knocking it away.
A team that's
All right, let's keep one. Let's keep one with Deshaun.
stopping opponents on third down. The Ravens trying to stop them.
Be aggressive here, Deshaun.
Watson throwing it, surveying. He gets
Got it. There we go. We going for 2?
Keep an eye right here on Patrick Queen. He's in position.
That's a great decision here. He works 1, 2, and then gets to 3. And that's 3 right there. Sees Patrick Queen. And look, one of the differences between the first 2 weeks and this week, right? Last week, he wasn't disciplined with his eyes. This week, he was more disciplined, held Patrick Queen away from the play, was able to hit that underneath, gave DPJ the space there to score. So a lot of the stuff, like the feet stuff in the drop, in the pocket presence, the accuracy on that throw, the accuracy on a lot of throws in this drive, he looks good.
We'll make a new bet around every 2 seconds. Not only on the game, but on the game of life. Betting that love is just a swipe away. Betting on picking up that curious hitchhiker carrying a bowling bag. And betting that he doesn't turn out to be a cornball prodigy. Every moment in life is a bet. But life doesn't offer you up to $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. So bet on America's #1 sportsbook, FanDuel, and make every moment more.
We're on a mission to take a lunch, a filling one, with chunky soup. Heads up.
Mission accepted.
17 grams of protein in this can. Intern. Oh, you're the CEO now. All right. With chunky soup, lunchtime is your halftime.
You can literally see me. That's what I'm talking about. That's more like it. Let me see what chat's saying. Uh-oh. Y'all out here encouraging this nonsense in chat. I literally asked y'all, hey, talk me out of this KFC. Now y'all out here saying, oh my God, that Salty C just gave me $50, had some KFC. I might have to do it for the meme now. That's $70 dedicated to KFC in this super chat. I might have to just do it for the meme at this point. Appreciate the Fitty Bomb by Dead Sea Salty. And that Dead Sea Salty would correctly describe my arteries after eating a bucket of KFC chicken. Might be worth it though. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to look, Sydney, I'm trying to get people to not suggest this to me in chat. Is out here. Look, Austin Adair just up $5 said, add some biscuits to that. I do this shit to myself. I do this shit to myself, chat. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I do miss the is that is the KFC snacker the one that had no bun, all meat? I never had that. That sounds like a crazy concept to me.
It is the first offensive touchdown for Deshaun Watson as a Cleveland Brown, and the Browns take a 10-point lead, which, based on the way the Ravens have been playing offense, feels like the 33-point lead we saw earlier on NFL Network today.
Well, let's hope there's a comeback.
Browns fans might beg to differ, but it's interesting for our purposes to keep this a close game. Understood.
The KFC double down. Okay. All right, we got some competition in. We got $20 super chat from Jerry Winkler. Says, Popeyes, bro. Okay, we got Popeyes in the chat. You know what I mean? Now it's Popeyes versus KFC. Hopefully the Browns win so I can reward myself. But now, we got a competition going. All right, what's going to go on here right now? Third now. Throws it, caught. Oh, that's out. That's caught. Oh, that's us. That's us. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see if it was out. It looks out. It looks out. The only thing that can stop it if it's ruled he didn't make a football move. Oh, that's out. And that's a football move. That's Browns football, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. The Browns have had terrible turnover luck. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Hey. Let's get up. Let's get up on these boys. Let's get up on them. Can't let opportunities like these slide. Can't let the Ravens hang around. They too good for that. Can't let them hang around. Got to kill them dead. Got to kill them dead. It's funny. Browns fans are happy right now, but Bengal fans, ooh, boy, are they to the moon right now. They are going nuts in Cincinnati right now. Shout out to everybody who has me on their television screen right now. You know what I mean? I appreciate when you put me on the big screen. That tells me that y'all think I'm special. You know what I mean? Shout out Super Chat Betsy Gardner. Get some Popeyes now. Oh, boy. We got Popeyes versus KFC going in the chat. But a special shout out to everybody who got me on their television screen. Let me know in chat if y'all got me on the television screen. I just want to know. Lord, Browns game on the Saturday. They're winning. Would have been looking forward for Q tomorrow. Hey, man, video's going to be out tomorrow. Don't worry. Don't worry. Video's going to be out tomorrow. It's going to be videos all week. Video every day. And the Cavs. Good run, Reem. Good run, Reem. Shout out Dorothy with a $2 super chat. Marcus Peters out the game. Watson drops back. Get rid of it.
Just threw it right at the feet of Njoku. Better do that than give it back or make a mistake. It's been really efficient and really smooth for Watson in this offense from about the middle of the second quarter.
Q on the phone. Q, I made up some pierogi, kielbasa, caramelized onion. Dude, I love that shit. That little pierogi stuff with the onions melted over it should be fire. Get up there, Rain. Are they going to call holding? That's a late call.
Signaling that. We'll see if Brett Allen does as well.
DPJ. Yeah, that pierogi stuff good, though. Kielbasa and that shit fire. I don't know if y'all ever had it, but it's fire.
It's now 3rd
Are we out of field goal range now?
See him right there.
Yep.
Fully extended.
Yeah, they definitely affected the play.
Kyle Hamilton. Easy call when the running back goes outside.
All right, let's cook. What?
Defenders pulling away from the blocker.
Let's cook.
The Ravens really could use to get off the field right now.
A little snow.
That turnover turns into points. Watson is going down. A sack on the play.
Damn. All right, pin him.
Patrick Queen.
He had it too.
In there as well.
He had exactly what he wanted too.
Two linebackers.
So they get the pressure, it blows this up. But what he's looking for is he wants to be able to hit Michael Woods. Well, he's waiting for not Michael Woods, DPJ to come across the field, but he doesn't have the time to let that develop because Wyatt Teller just gets beat immediately. Again, he's just not healthy. I think everybody has it on pretty good authority, whether you have inside sources or not. And I've heard from people who said they have inside sources. I've heard from people who are just watching his tape. He's just not healthy. But hey, you just want to keep putting the Ravens offense in adverse situations and to continue making this difficult for them, right? Unfortunately, you get that again. Nothing kills drives in football more than getting behind the sticks, right? You're nice ahead of the sticks. You had a third down play that worked on 3rd and 2. Get a holding call during it. Back to 3rd and 12. You get it now. You're 10 yards behind where you want to be. You're barely in field goal range, and then you take a sack. Bad things happen when you fall behind the sticks in football. Every time, bad things happen when you fall behind the sticks. You have to avoid that. Got to play cleaner than this, right? Got to make smart decisions. Sometimes it's fine if you're not going to make the block to not hold if it's going to result in a net zero play, because a net zero play is better than 3rd and 12. We got to think about that, right? It's always better to play clean. It's always, this is not college football where you can get like 15 yards on the PI. It's always better to play clean. So just when in doubt, you got to let it out. You got to let it slide. Like, sometimes you're not going to make the play. Sometimes you render yourself out of position. No hope in trying to save it way too late. Sometimes you just got to let it go. A lot of people criticize Jed Wills, but I think that's one of the things that he's improved at was, it looks like at times that he just quits on the play. But what he's doing sometimes is just avoiding getting a holding call. Because if he tries to come back late and get the effort that everybody's saying, there's a high probability of penalty. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you're beat, and you just got to let it be what it is, because getting beat sometimes is not the worst result. A holding, though, always sucks. Get roosters. Dorothy said get roosters. I don't know if I live near roosters. I think they only got those in like Central Ohio. The only time I've been near a roosters was when I did a show in Chillicothe. And I'm not near Chillicothe right now. Somebody asked, why is Watson throwing the ball in the dirt on 2nd down? He's just throwing it away. There was nothing there. He didn't want to throw an interception, so he just threw it in the ground. That's just a throwaway. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, he didn't score.
Down finally, right before the 50-yard line, Ronnie Harrison Jr. As Dobbins goes way over 100 yards on the 35-yard gain.
Sorry about that.
Trying to find that breakaway speed, says he's almost found it. And he could have used it right there, but good enough. Duvernay follows up that 35-yard gain with a first down. Touchdown on his own.
Gotta kill him dead, man. Kill him dead.
Oh my gosh. A burst right at the end of the 3rd quarter. Fantastic way to end it. We go to the 4th. I wouldn't move. You already saw a 33-point comeback. 10 is a mere bag of shells. We'll see what happens in the 4th quarter on NFL Network.
Why does NFL Network get 3 national TV games? Better question. Why did the NFL Network not tell us this game was at 4:30 until like 2 weeks ago? I mean, usually with your national TV games, you want to make sure, I guess it's like a flex thing. No, that's just Rich Eisen being Rich Eisen. He doesn't have a vendetta against the Browns. He's Rich Eisen. He's a goober. Like that's just, Rich Eisen's just a goober. Like, he's not like malicious. He's just a goober. You know what I mean? He's just a goofy person. Like, he's going to do the goofy thing because he's goofy. Like, this is the same guy who runs the 40 in a suit. You know what I mean? Like, he does a sprint every year for 40 yards in a suit. This was never a serious person. Like, he's been a goober. I think sometimes we tend to take him seriously because we take anybody who wears a suit and talks sports seriously. But this is a man who runs the 40 in a suit every year. That is why you know Rich Eisen. Like, you might listen to his podcast, but the only reason you know of Rich Eisen, if we're keeping it a buck, is because he runs the 40 in a suit. That's why we know him. Why would anybody expect that man to be serious? He got famous for running a 6-flat 40. You know what I mean? It's not like he came up, cutting the tape and making serious take. The brother blew up. Rich Eisen blew up running a 40 in a suit. That's when I found out about Rich Eisen. I don't know tell me when y'all found out about Rich Eisen. Oh my God. Are people at the point where they're going to act like Miles is this? By the way, spell Miles' name right, Mark. And you're clapped from chat. I'm going to have to clap him from chat. I'm just saying, like, at some point, we can't let everybody who says stuff that you don't like get on your nerves, because at some point, you just got to not take people seriously that aren't meant to be taken seriously. Or else you're going to go crazy trying to fight all of it. You know what I mean? The brother's a goober. That's what he been. He's just a goober. He's a goofy goober.
And here is the first play of the fourth quarter. Finally releases it after a pump fake. Steve Weiss, take it away.
For the Browns, safety John Johnson III, who's been into several big plays tonight. Right now, he's on the sidelines with a thigh injury. He's questionable, so you're seeing Ronnie Harrison in his place. Again, John Johnson, that's a big loss right now in that secondary.
John Johnson III, how many big plays is he? 3 big plays on the night. Mention that third at the end. That's a big loss. Johnson comes up with that big stop on fourth down. The knockout there for that last turnover. Johnson 3 sticks out.
It's like being legit mad at Skip Bayless. Like, he's a goober at this point. Ooh, good cut. Good cut, Grant. Hey, Grant's low-key our best run defender. Every time there's a good play in the run game, 22's there. Every time it's a bad play, 22's there. But 22 be there, though.
AFC North, that's exactly right. This is what you expect. Low-scoring game, run the football, physicality. That's right. Right there, I thought Gus Edwards had a nice hole as well. He was going to bust into the secondary. Delpit comes up. The old AFC Norris, as Berman used to call it, right? Here it is now, 3rd and 6.
No way. Whew. Myles Garrett with the pressure affecting the game. Everybody shut up about Myles and Chad.
An off-balance throw left it a little bit outside and a missed opportunity. This one is from Fitty. Right from the 40-yard line.
Of course, this is going to be the one he smacks, right? There's no way he misses 2. It was blocked! Dark Matter Wolf, QC, happy holiday. Appreciate you, brother.
And the Browns still are leading by 10 on a now snowy night in Cleveland. sportsbook is
It's gonna sound like a dramatic tweet when I put it out. It be the one, because you know how I be talking about you can't trust kickers, but you can trust Justin Tucker. We'll be the ones you trust the most. It be the kickers. Sorry while y'all watch me craft a tweet. This is not very entertaining content. I apologize. That's crazy. That's crazy. That man missed 2 field goals. That's crazy. I ain't never. When's the last time Justin Tucker missed 2 field goals in a game? Like, I know one was blocked, but like, dog, we don't ever block field goals. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Cade, nah, we not about to do that. Every time we do that, Cade does something embarrassing. We not about to prop up Cade right now. Ain't happened since 2018. Bengal fans are loving this. Bengal fans in chat, how y'all feeling? Oh, Coop.
On the coverage. You can see Jordan Elliott right here. Got a brace on that right arm. I think he put that brace on his forearm, saying, I'm going to block one of Justin Tucker's kicks with that forearm, so I'm going to protect it ahead of time. Just get that big mid up there. Low kick. Angry kicker.
Uh-oh, he's fired up, y'all. We better get some points. He might make one for 70. Like, nah, I'm not. We got to get points here, dog. Time out. All right. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick.
Meet Jessica Moore. Jessica was born to care.
My best friend, she don't need no.
Atlantis class? It's Atlantis. Nice. Today, she's a teammate at Truist, the bank that starts with care. With an Invisalign smile, everything clicks. And that class reunion becomes... Invis is the #1 doctor-recommended clear aligner.
All right, Watt. Let's get this. Let's close this out. Let's close this out. Let's get a tutty right here. Let's get a tutty, Watt. What, 2nd and 10? Let's get a tutty, Watt. Dennis is losing his mind on Twitter, dog. Oh man, Dennis is losing his mind. That's hilarious. All right, let's get back to it.
Football team led by head coach
Oh.
Charlie Brownson, who is also the Browns' chief of staff and assistant coach, was honored with a ring ceremony celebrating Team USA.
All right, this is random, but like, hey, on that girls' team, that girls' national team, there's a guard on that girls' national team, number 77. I was watching that game. I'm a football junkie, y'all know this. And 77 on that women's national team is a dog, bro. Like, she is a dog. She was just mauling through like linebackers, climbing to the second level, getting to the safety. I'm saying she could have probably played for like a Division III college on the men's team, at least. Maybe even Division II.
The play two downs here was Kevin Stefanski thinking of 10 with 13 and a half to go. I think at this point,
Let's get Watt.
not doing a whole lot on offense. Let the football make
They're gonna blitz you.
distance. We'll pick it up here on 3rd and 7. Well, yeah, that would be the preference. Watson fades back.
Run it. Oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. There you go. He's back. He's back. He's back. He hit the double. He's back. That was the double. He's back, y'all. All right. BOKC says, I'm just saying, Q, we went out and the Patriots lose 3. We can sneak in. Stop. Stop. Don't do this to yourself, man. Do not do this to yourself. Okay.
A few more yards up the field. Broderick Washington on the stop. 12 and a half minutes to go.
Yeah, that looked like the old Deshaun Watson.
I have a feeling here if the Browns can punch this thing in, it would be very difficult for the Ravens to mount anything here. Mike McDonald, the defensive coordinator. Difficult for the Ravens, but also a huge plus for this.
Yeah, he has his energy back. He has his swag back. Like, this is him. Now watch him throw an interception or something, right when I say that. But they're giving him a stacked look here. He might be able to hit one.
Watson fakes it to Chubb, and he runs out of time. He flips it, however, for a loss to Woods. He tried his best to try and make a play out of it. Kyle Hamilton on the stop. Calais Campbell.
We good. We in field goal range. Hey, y'all. That's a play where Jet Wills is going to look terrible. That is a play where I'm sure somebody in chat, let me check. I'm pretty sure somebody in chat is already bitching about it. But Jet Wills just stood up for like the whole. I wonder, did Calais go down in front of him? Let me go back and look at it. Because I can go back on NFL Network games. But that's one where Jet might look terrible on the tape. Because all I saw was 71 standing straight up. And I was like, brother, what the hell was going on there? Okay, so they run it. Jed's blocking normal. We get to the second down. Let me see. It's already. All right. Now, does Jed pull to the opposite side here? Because I swear I saw him on the opposite side. Okay, so he pulls. Oh, okay. I see what happened. His man went down, and he kind of just stopped because Jack Conklin went down in front of him, and then he got lost. But the whole play's not on him. Yeah, okay, that's what happened there. Yeah, they're going to clip that, make Jed Wills look bad. That's not actually a bad play now that I've looked at it. Yes, that's just the play didn't go his side, and he loses focus though sometimes, or he loses track of where things are. He has to do a better job with that. But I think he was just like, oh shit, Calais Campbell went down. It's gonna look bad. Yeah. We all know the usual suspects are gonna clip that. Let's get back to live here though. Ugh.
Calais Campbell right there, just rolled him up a little bit. Hopefully nothing serious.
He does kind of hitching his giddy up, limps into the blue tent there. So back on the field, it's third.
All right, third 11.
10-point lead, 11 and change in a rolling clock. Fourth quarter.
Oh, good run. You might want to go for this. Nah, they're going to run a punt. They're going to run in Cade.
Smart move right there. Again, Ravens haven't been able to move the ball and put points on the board, so you separate this as much as you can here in the fourth quarter. You force Snoop Huntley to have to bring him back and maybe drop back and throw the football, not the MO of this Ravens offense.
This would force him to have to score 2 touchdowns, and it's been tough sledding to get even one tonight. They haven't had it. So here's Cade York from 38.
And he smoked it. This is why I would have went for it. It was.
So the Ravens get a break, and they're still down just 10. With 10:49 to go.
Hey, you take any momentum you can get at this point if you're the Ravens. There's a little momentum. Say it happened a couple times to us. We need to catch a little break. It's like a good hold, good operation again, and just a yank to the left-hand side. Same position on the field that Justin Tucker missed wide left.
So, with the flurries coming down a little harder.
Let's remember, too, last year, Tyler Huntley came in for his first action against this Browns team when Lamar Jackson went down. They were down in that game 24-3. He brought them all the way back to lose by just 2, 24-22. So he's been in this situation, and this Browns team has seen Tyler Huntley in this situation.
Miles Garrett was pretty big for the Browns defense on that day, too.
Couch says, I hate kickers. This is, I told y'all when y'all was getting in chat, talking about some, oh, Cade York better than Justin Tucker now. Chill on that, because every time we do that, Cade York does something that embarrasses us and himself. Calais Campbell got that stank walk going right now, by the way. He out here with the stanky walk. It's nasty. But I told y'all don't do that. And I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Y'all was too proud of Cade York. All right, second and short. He look hurt. Look how he got to walk. He looks hurt.
He's a little more on rhythm than even Lamar Jackson playing in this offense. So they love the quick, short passing game.
Gain of 10 right there brings it to second drive. Another short pass. That's a first down grab by Mark Andrews. So move the chains. Ravens on their own 40. And they're going fast. No huddle here. Justice Hill stays on the field. Huntley, quick throw. And it's caught by Robinson. Out of bounds. Emerson on the coverage. Stacy?
And now Marcus Peters, Rich, and Kurt officially out with that right calf injury.
Thanks for the update, Stacy Dale, Steve Weish. Doing terrific work on that chilly night here on the field in Cleveland. Clock rolling under 10 minutes. Huntley.
Bad ball.
Nobody in particular.
All right, third down. Let's get him off the field.
Third and 4.
Well, big
Oh, good breakup by Ronnie. Good defense. Good defense.
Space on the outside, but you understand trying to get it to that big body. And Harrison, nice job getting that right arm in there and knocking the football away. Well, the Ravens are going to go for it, Kurt.
All right, let's get him off the field.
These teams do. Fourth and short, they love to go for it, but the clock's winding down, the play clock real fast.
They have to use the timeout. Drop. Well, that's a risky call in that situation. I'm shocked they went with that. It's a hard throw on the run. It's there, but it's an even tougher catch. Yeah, it's clearly not a catch. Greg Newsome out here taking credit for nothing. Greg Newsome out here taking credit for existing on that one. Shout out Greg. You know what I mean? Look, just because you didn't do nothing don't mean you can't take credit for doing something.
In such a critical situation right there. The Browns,
put it away. Let's put it away.
Starting in Baltimore territory. Let's see if Nick Chubb can hammer in the nail here. Chubb with Roquan Smith straight down. Gets a nice gain on first down.
There we go.
That would be a big matchup all night long. Running downhill, Roquan Smith been such a huge addition to this defense since he's come over. Number 2 scoring defense in the league, number 1 rush defense in the league. His energy, his intelligence has brought so much to this defense.
Ravens better back the Brinks truck for Lamar. Yeah.
So many times with their championship teams. Clock rolls under 9. Chubb again to the left.
Good cut, Chubb. All right, 3rd and 1.
It's just basically Chubb versus Smith with the snow coming down on a Saturday night, week 15, Kurt Warner. No doubt, that's what it's supposed to be. AFC North.
Let's go shotgun here. Let's go gun.
Snow blowing, running downhill, power.
Gun. We'll go power downhill. Let's go gun. Let's throw it here. Let's throw it here. There you go. Oh, they're going to blitz? Oh, it looked good, too. It's inches. Go for it. It's inches. Go for it. Just keep it simple, Kevin. Just sneak it.
I don't expect that in this situation. Look for a little motion, a little push, and number 7 to try to pick this up. Here's Brissett. They do run it with him.
He got it. Oh, he got a couple extra. Okay, okay. Long stepping. Long stepping. Big dog. There you go. There you go. There we go. They're wearing down. They're wearing down. We're 3 more carries away from victory, chat.
And this is what they love to do. Get the lead, and then they churn the game out with number 24. When he gets more touches and yards in the 4th quarter than Chubb. Haven't had a lot of leads as of recently, but they have one tonight. This is where he just gets better. They gave him 8 on the play, 75 on the night. It's Chubb time.
in Cleveland. 2nd and 2.
I'll throw it.
Chubb again to his left, cuts it up.
First down. Easy money. Easy money. Easy money.
The old 4-minute offense, trying to take 4 minutes off the clock by just running the football, letting those guys up front know, hey, it is all on you guys. We are going to run it and keep running it. Show us that we don't have to put the ball in the air, and the Browns offensive line doing a great job right now.
Clock ticking down. From the Baltimore 22, it's Chubb again. Right side.
There you go. Getting chunks. This is demoralizing them.
Just a gain of a few yards. But good enough to keep the clock.
Soul Train says, always appreciate your content. Go Browns. Appreciate you, Soul Train.
Baltimore uses its first time out. Hey, Kurt, guess what? What? We're not planning to go to work tomorrow. We got to work tomorrow? Yeah. You got to work tomorrow. This morning. Kurt's got a one-on-one with Andy Reid. Does he have Andy Reid's number?
I think he does. He just invites him out for cheeseburgers, and it's a done deal. It's a done deal every time.
It's a lie. We got you ready for all of the Sunday games.
Is that a doom? He locks it up.
He locks it
Andy,
up.
we're going for cheeseburgers. Doom.
He does.
Lock it up, Mooch.
Your coat looks great in the snow. It really does. I'll be very honest with you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Very welcome. It also allows me to see my play sheet much easier because if you've got
That reflection off the light.
matches it.
Hey, I'm here. I'm here to help out. Christmas spirit, cold weather, little snow. A reflection for you.
It's Kareem Hunt now. And he carries it. He has a stutter step but runs into a wall of Ravens.
All right, 37.
Roderick Washington among the
Let's convert here, Watt.
Roquan Smith part of it, and another quick timeout by the Ravens, deciding to use their timeouts with 5 minutes to go.
Well, you know you got at least 2 more possessions here. They're going to run the football, but instead of letting them run 40 seconds off the clock.
And again, Baltimore plays the Bengals in the last weekend of the season. It could be the last game of the season. You never know how that's going to play out. But if they don't come back tonight, they will be looking up at the Bengals tomorrow, rooting for the Bucs to try and knock them off. The moment of the day, the moment of the game presented by NFL All Day.
Good interception.
I mean, you could choose any of the great defensive plays by the Browns tonight.
All right, man. Finish this out. Just don't turn it over. Just get down here.
That was Brent Urban. The first one to hit Watson, and it brings on York again. Fresh off of his miss on the last possession.
You never like to take a sack down there if you're going to throw the football, but good decision there by Deshaun Watson to say, hey, if I don't go down, if I throw this ball away, we stop the clock. So I'm going to lose a few yards, make the kick a little bit longer, but I'm going to either force them to take a timeout or get some clicks off the clock.
Letting it run down here, obviously. This is York from 46 yards out.
All right, Kate, come on. He missed it again, didn't he?
He misses another one. This one's wide right. And the Ravens get another break. So, it's still a 10-point game with 4:24 to go now. We'll see if the Ravens can do anything with it offensively when we come back.
The game's not over yet. We have everything.
Can't trust the kickers, man.
We have the will.
You just can't trust them.
For better. The heart. And the inspiration. When we stand united for sustainability, we can still win this game. We have the people. Goal of the century.
Famous bowls are only $5.
That's a lot of cash and all this stuff.
Crispy, creamy, plus there's gravy.
That's the KFC.
or spicy?
Okay, I'm an alien.
If you're making a sci-fi movie, you need to finish the special effects.
Does that look good?
And if you want to save by bundling home and car insurance, you need Geico.
Why is this so hilarious, man? Yeah, Mighty. Kickers suck, man. Really right in front of my crab ragoons. Like that's I don't know why it's hilarious. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. This is why I don't want to draft kickers because it's random. It is a random thing who's good at kicking and who's not. It's relatively random. And when you spend a 4th round pick, you're saying that you have a process, and nobody has a process to figure out what these kickers are. People going to be mad at Kevin no matter what unless they win. So it just is what it is. Oh, way to get through, Perrion. Way to get through, Perrion. Way to get through. Good pressure, Perrion. Miles owes you one. Miles owes you one, Perrion. That was a Perrion Winfrey play right there all the way. Wow. Perrion got through on a double team. Watch this. They're only going to show Miles. Perrion gets through on a double team. He climbs through. It's a coverage sack for sure. But he gets through on a double team, climbs through, and then does a great job of maintaining his angle and chasing. Perrion didn't end with the sack of Miles. Look at this. Perrion's been on a tear these last 2 possessions. He should get an assist for that sack, and then he's definitely going to get a half a sack for that. Time for the defensive players to prove they want to stay on this team? Sure. Oh, my God, Miles. And it's going to be 4th and long. Let's go. Let's go. Did I miss Super Chat? Remember when Cade made the game winner? It feels like a decade ago. It feels like a decade ago that happened, right? Ray Rag says this is not just hard evidence to evaluate kickers. It's hard in the winter in Cleveland for them to attempt kicks here. Yeah. Picked off almost. All right, man. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Let's run it. Let's run it.
You know, against your Jets, they let one get away from them. But feel like this team is quickly on defense, stepping up time and time again. Denzel Ward making another play in the secondary. So, the Browns up 10 inside the Baltimore 35, 3:06 to go. And here comes
Here you go, Chuck.
rolling head downhill.
Oh, 20 carries. It's a wrap. It's a wrap, y'all. That's the 20th.
Ward doing push-ups. This is when you know things are going good, right? You're all on the sideline doing push-ups because you don't come up with the interception. Well, actually, to be honest with you, if he grabbed it and was tackled, it's about 40 yards behind where they currently are. So I know, but come on. I know you want the stats. I know you want the stats in a game like this. Come on, give me two. How many times do you get 2 interceptions in a game? How about Nick Chubb? 88 yards on the night. Said it's been only one time in his 9 appearances against the Ravens. He's gone over 100.
Uh-oh, he's gone. Oh, he was almost gone. Take that to the 2.
He gets 100 yards on the head with a gain of 12 on the play. Leading this game as they were still kind of feeling out their offense. It's going to be a lot about the run game.
Ozzie Newsome is probably disgusted right now. Oh, watching the Ravens? They sound like they problem. Look, all Perrion needed to do was get out the club, baby. He out the club now. You know what I mean? He fresh out. We got post club Perrion Winfrey, and that man is a sight to see. Man, baller, y'all. My man, I've been having to complain about him, been having to cut this film on him, been having to talk about why he not balling so long, and it's been breaking my heart. I like this dude's tape coming out of college, and you know what? He finally out here balling, being the man that I thought he could become. I never gave up. I wasn't ever willing to deny reality for you, but I never gave up. I knew that it was in you somewhere, and you found it. That's what I'm talking about, Perrion. That's what I'm talking about, Perrion. And by the way, everybody that was in chat spelling Miles' name wrong, talking about, where's Miles? Is Miles in the game? Oh, is Miles doing anything? Okay, well, you can shut up. You know what I mean? We'll never need to hear you again. Know your role, shut your mouth. Don't ever bring up Myles Garrett in a negative light again. You say his name with respect, goddammit, in that chat, okay? When you bring up Myles, you spell it right, and you bring it up with respect. That's the best player in franchise history outside of Jim Brown. Yes. MJC says, does Cade need to go? Maybe he can develop. Who cares? He's a kicker. If he stinks next year, get a new kicker. This is why I don't believe in drafting kickers. Who cares? He's a stinky kicker. Get rid of him if he misses more kicks, and then bring in somebody who makes some kicks. And then if that dude don't make kicks, get rid of him until somebody start making the kicks. That's really all it is. We make this more complicated than it is. This is how you find a kicker. You just sign one and sign one and sign one, and then the dude that doesn't miss the kicks keeps the job. You don't got to draft that. You can just cycle through them, baby. We ain't got to invest. We ain't got to develop. Just cycle through. Maybe Cade comes back on that cycle. Maybe he don't. But we just going to keep signing kickers, releasing them until one starts making the goddamn kicks. And if he don't want to make the kick, somebody else will. Straight up.
Brought to you by Rich Eisen. Right there. I know we're not about stats, but I remember back in the day that the guys would get close to milestones like 100 yards and have media people come over and let coach, hey coach, Nick Chubb's one away from 100. Give him one more snap to fall forward for a yard, but at this point doesn't matter. Get out of here with a huge win in the AFC North. Yeah, I mean, whoever's in charge of the stats here, I mean, it's set at 100.
Oh, we kneeling it out. They ain't got no timeouts. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over, y'all. It's over.
And as for the AFC North, this will put the Cincinnati Bengals into first place by a half game heading into tomorrow's huge late window game on our friends at CBS.
Let's go.
And the Browns are still alive at 6-8. They have the Saints here next week at Washington at Pittsburgh for a chance to go above 500 and see how that plays out in the AFC playoff picture. Tonight's game is being produced by
Let's go. Let's go. Oh boy, do we got a lot to cover.
tomorrow, and the broadcast associates are Wise Cobb and Brandon Williams, technical producer Bill Moore, technical director Tom Maslow. Up here in the booth, Brett Vessels, our statistician, and my guy Rich Gainer's been spotting like crazy tonight. I want to thank everybody here. Leonard Warner, good job, sir. That was great. They bring doing this with you, right? Congrats to the Cleveland Browns on a big AFC North Saturday night win on NFL Network. What a day it has been with what we saw in Minnesota, the biggest comeback in the history of the NFL, and then tonight's paint-swapping affair in Cleveland. Coming up next, the conclusion of our Saturday showdown. Dolphins-Bills on NFL Network.
Last chance for the Steelers. It's the season for miracles. And on the 50th anniversary.
Ooh. Ooh, look, we come through for little bro. Look, Bengal fans, I don't ever want to hear y'all disrespect y'all older brother again, all right? The Cleveland Browns, a.k.a. older brother, came through for y'all again. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We did it for y'all. We brought it home for y'all, all right? So don't ever, 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 Bengal fans, come in here disrespecting big bro because you got one up on us. You got that one. You got that one. I'm not going to lie, you got us. But don't forget, we coming back for the next one. But until then, big bro helped you out. You know what I mean? We always appreciate our little brothers down south in Kentucky. Shout out to Fred Himes, who says it's O-V-A, over. It's over. Yeah, we don't pronounce the R over here. It's over. It's a wrap. It's put down, slap down, smack it down. It's not going anywhere. Put it in the ground. It's done. It's over. It's a wrap. Put it away. You did not win this football game, Baltimore. The Browns did. You are now 9 and what? We are now 6 and what? I'm just saying. Brother, I can't pronounce that, but I appreciate the super chat. He says a Bengal fan with a genuine thank you. Appreciate that. Always appreciate the donations from down south. Shout out to Bengal fans. We appreciate this. Man, where is Aaron Butler at? He be having his chest out. He be so sure in the comment section. And he be acting like the Ravens haven't been fumblers for like 4 years. Shout out to the Ravens. Mighty Mulatto says, so we need to split with everyone in the division. We nearly split with everyone in the division. We can sweep Pittsburgh though. Go 4-2 in the division. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what it is. You know what it is. Like the statistics aren't gonna look crazy on Watson, but I felt like that was clearly his best game. Right? Like this was clearly his best game. He looked like himself. Like he looked like he had his regular old swag. Ibra. I think this was Watson's best game, clearly. Like this looked like regular old Deshaun Watson. Like he didn't have up gaudy numbers, right? And I think we think of Deshaun Watson, think he's going to put up 5 touchdowns every game because of how we've had to talk about him throughout the offseason. But this was a really good game by him, right? Efficient with the football, was really good running the ball, got you some critical first downs, some clutch first downs, was able to keep the game going, was able to keep the momentum going. He was clearly back to being himself. And I think next week he might put up a big one. You know, the weather in the game situation didn't really allow for him to have a crazy game here statistically, but I mean, it wasn't like I saw flashes. Like it looked like throughout the whole game he was himself, You know what I mean? It just wasn't in the cards for him to have a big statistical game. But yeah, this is clearly the best he's looked. Clearly. Yeah, I got that one, Ibra. All right, the next one is from Timothy Chav, who says, this was a team effort. Y'all dubbed the Ravens. No, we got to talk about the defensive side of this. You're right, Tim? The defense made multiple big plays. They got the fumble recovery. They got the forced fumble on DeMarcus Robinson. They came up big on some 4th and shorts early in the game, and also the Denzel Ward red zone interception. They really in the block field goal. They really took, like, the defense. The offense did everything they could to make sure that you maintain this game. Special teams, K. York stunk. We know what it is. But I say, Diddy said you and Sonny will be great on Monday. Will be great. Hey man, he gonna be just as. Look, you think Sonny gonna be mad at me? No, Sonny's gonna be mad at John Harbaugh, because boy, did John Harbaugh do all the shit that Sonny hates in that game. He did all of the shit that Sonny hates. All of it. Like, I know everything that Sonny hates when he watches the Ravens. First pass rush wasn't really there. Second thing, going for it on fourth down, period, and then also going for it in those non-adverse situations. Look, Sonny is furious somewhere. Robert says with a $10 Canadian super chat, shout out to my friends using Celsius. It didn't say anything on there, but I appreciate the super chat nonetheless. Everybody give a shout out to Robert in the chat. But yeah, the defense played really well. Big pass breakups. Ronnie Harrison, I thought, played really well in this game. Grant Delpit, I felt like played really well. Perion Winfrey had that one play where he blew his lane, right? But everything else he looked fine in. Looked like he's becoming, a better pass rusher. Weird celebration, but you know what, man? He ain't been celebrating the sack all year. Let that brother be weird for one. Remember when Donovan Peoples-Jones scored his first touchdown and it was a weird celebration? Let that man live. Greg Parkins with a $2 super chat feels better with a dub. Yeah, man. We was in doom and gloom for whatever reason after that Bengals loss. Like, the Bengals aren't one of the best teams in the AFC. Look, we were talking about Kevin Stefanski getting fired. Like, this team was like on the doorstep of finishing with like 6 wins for the whole season. We got 3 games left, 3 winnable games left. We can finish with 9 wins. Ben, I can't allow that terminology on the stream. You got to tone it down. We could say Aaron is annoying in different ways, but I understand the gist of what you're trying to say. Oh man, is the Cavs game started yet? I'm gonna put that on. Is that on yet? Is that at 8? Got another super chat here. Defense played with heart today. They played well. Hey, nobody plays better than Joe Woods' defenses when Joe Woods is like this close to being fired. Nobody plays better than that, right? Like, Joe Woods' defenses, when everything is on the line, that man finally coaches. You know what I mean? I don't know why it's always like that, but like when everybody's at their wits' end with Joe Woods, and boy, weren't we? Now we hope the Chargers, dog, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. CTG Cement says Jets and Falcons lost hurting bad right now. The Jets lost, and not the Falcons one. The Chargers loss is the one that hurts, right? Missed field goal. Shout out Kate York. He does that a lot. Let's be honest here. He made that one field goal to win the game, but like, brother's well past living off of that, right? Like, brother misses a lot of field goals. So Kate York misses the field goal against the Chargers, misses 2 field goals against the Chargers. We don't win that game. Damn. That's one you should have had. And then the Jets game, man. I said this, if you got the 6 wins, all you had to do was go 4-2 with Watson, and it looks very likely the Browns can go 4-2, and instead we would be sitting at what? Eight and what? 8-6. We'd be at 8-6. We'd be feeling good. JJ3 getting that trade value up. We love to see it. This team, they just didn't have the ball bounce their way at the beginning part of this season. Just caught some bad breaks. It's unfortunate, but it's true. I'm just sending out a tweet with this. Next super chat comes from Julian. Says, let's go Browns. Let the content. I left the win. You are the only Browns creator on YouTube that seems to know football. Go Browns. Hey, Jake Burns is on YouTube. There's some creators that know. Jake Burns, he has a great podcast. Make sure y'all check him out. You know what I mean? There's other good names out there. I don't want to act like I'm the only one that knows. There are some that do, there are some that don't, but I appreciate that you appreciate the content. Professor Chaos says, glad I didn't get the BBB curse. Hey, man, I almost banned you from chat on AFC North Talk for doing that nonsense. Don't ever play. If you are a Browns fan and you think it's fun to play with the booty beatdown curse, oh, no. Oh, we going to handle that. Mm-mm. 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 Merry Christmas, Q, and go Browns from Logan. Appreciate you. Appreciate the Christmas wishes. Oh, man. So I think I'll take this to 8. We'll go to 8. We'll go to 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. I think that's fair, right? We'll go to 8 p.m. today. That's when the Cavs game starts. But, yeah, defensively, I felt like they played great. Victory Sunday from Alexander says, let's go. Offensively, I felt like they're still figuring out what the flow is going to be with Deshaun. I think they got closer to figuring that out as the game went on, especially in the second half. They got some more sustained drives. They weren't having those issues getting positive yards on first and second down to set up some easy third down opportunities, and they weren't stalling out as much. It's going to take a flow. It's going to take a flow here. And then you saw, Watson really was carrying the offense for the first 3 quarters of this game. And then the running game was able to finish the game off. That's going to be the framework, right? You pepper on with Watson early and often, even in a game like this where the elements are bad, but then you finish them with Chubb. That's the game plan. That's going to be the model going forward. ATP Price says, does white face mask plus running over the elf equals Super Bowl? Man, we gotta get rid of that goddamn elf. Waffle POTUS says the vibe of the whole team was immaculate today. It was wiping the nose every play they made. Yeah, it seemed like, Deshaun really wasn't celebrating, right, his first 2 games back. He really wasn't. Like, it was Deshaun Watson, but the energy and, I hate this term, but the swagger of it, the confidence, it wasn't there. It seemed like a dude that's still like, hey, I'm trying to just get back to working. And now it's like a dude back at work. Like, he's back. You know what I mean? He was celebrating on his first down slides. He did the scream at the end of the game. He was celebrating touchdowns again. He looked like, he was himself. Now, there are going to be people like Seth Alexander who says, oh, wow, 13 points for $230 million, and ignore the fact that Cade York missed like 2 field goals, ignore the fact that the conditions were rough in this game, and ignore the fact that the Ravens are one of the best defenses in football. And those people are idiots. And see, what I do to idiots who are acting in bad faith and not trying to have actual conversations and just trying to push an agenda is I block them off chat. So shout out Seth, you just been clapped from chat. You can make a new account, but if you make a new account just to comment in my chat again, that is technically dick riding. I'm just going to put that out there. All right. Chris with another super chat says, hey, we have to put Joe Woods on the hot seat every Sunday. I know, right? Joe Woods defenses only work when you're absolutely fed up with them. The second you get to, hey, maybe Joe Woods might be all right, that's when the defense lets you down. But when you like, hey, man, if I see Joe Woods call another defensive play, I might choke somebody. That's when the defense is usually all right. Orange with a $5 super chat says, it's crazy to think that I couldn't be more excited about a team when Watson showed up, but then I found myself chanting MVP last night for Mitchell. Let's talk about Donovan Mitchell, man. Let's talk about Donovan Mitchell real quick. That boy balling. That boy Donovan Mitchell is balling. He's really good. He's really good. He is so good, man. We don't know how good we got it with him. He is a true superstar. What he did last night was crazy. Evan Mobley, by the way, looking like the second best player on the team, and I think that's a good thing. Max Out Dojo's there. I think Watson got the ball off quicker, as you mentioned. Let's go Browns. I also appreciate the super chat, Max Out. I also think with Watson, his feet, you know why the ball came out quicker today? I don't think it's because he was processing things quicker or seeing things quicker. His feet were just cleaner today in the pocket, right? He wasn't having those 6-step drops out of gun. They were quick step drops. He was able to get, one of the things I noticed was his play action drops, right? Where he has to, there's like a pop step that you do, right? When you get to the back of your drop and then you set and then you hitch and then you kind of reset your feet. And he was taking like 2 or 3 extra steps to get to that hitch pop, and it was throwing off his timing for everything. And now today he was able to get hitch pop a lot quicker and get his eyes out and really start to play football again, right? I think that's what felt better with him was his feet. Like his feet looked like Deshaun's feet. His footwork looked like its normal self. So that's all I'm saying. Oh, is Seth a fan of a different team? That's crazy. That's crazy. Because you about to pay $230 of nothing to have not Lamar Jackson on your team next year. And shout out to having no Lamar Jackson on your team. You see what the future is? An L to the Browns. Every time Lamar Jackson has not started against the Browns, you have taken an L. I'm just saying. Oh, this got to be this way. I'm just saying. If you don't pay Lamar Jackson that $230, boy, somebody is. And if you don't have Lamar Jackson on your squad, guess what? You're going to be holding these Raven fans. You better pray to God Steve Fashadi come to his senses and give that man his money. You better give Lamar his money. Guttural Darkness says, whatever happens this season, the future looks bright. I agree. Go Browns. I think sometimes we forget. Yeah, this season didn't go your way. But that doesn't mean it's over for everything else. And we got bots in chat. Let me go clap those things real quick. Shout out Jacoby. What a thick king. Yeezy, you about to lose your super chat privileges. You about to lose them. You gotta change your name too. I don't want YouTube thinking I'm talking about him and then demonetize me. I'm not talking about him. When am I gonna do a Browns plus Cavs super stream? Y'all want me? Y'all really want me out here streaming for 12 hours? We gotta find It ain't happening today. I'll tell you that. It ain't happening today. But maybe in the future. Professor K.I. says, sorry, won't happen again. Nope, just stop playing with it. Okay, as long as you don't play with it no more. Don't be doing the BBBs. Okay, that's when I clap the bot. And I think y'all want me to get KFC. Oh, nah. You know what? I'm going to do a poll. Hold on. Let me do a poll here. We're going to do a poll here. Why did it put up the incarnate word game? Start a poll. You know what? I'm going to do a poll. Hold on. Let me do a poll here. Hold on, I'll get back to that super chat. Don't worry. All right, polls in chat. And let me mute myself so it don't pop up again. All right. Okay. Nelson says, what do you think of the red zone offense is still lacking? I think just the offensive line play is just not good enough for you to really have that effective of a red zone offense. Also, you know, there were small things, right? Like when Watson scrambled on that one play and he gave up his run lane to throw it to Michael Woods because he expected Michael Woods to kind of scale the sideline. That could have been a touchdown in the red zone, but that's just guys aren't on the same page there, right? Because it's a new quarterback. So he said, my edges are tight, man. Appreciate you, Guttural. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Shout out my barber. Shout out Dame. But yeah, that's really it, right? I think the only thing that's going to be able to fix it or to be able to get better right now is that. The Cleveland M. Turner family, TTF says, I'm going to give you $20, my good man. Love you, bro. And the content go Cleveland. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the super chat from the Turner family. Appreciate y'all, man. Like, I think it's that stuff, right? The red zone efficiency stuff will come when guys get more chemistry. They start to understand each other. I don't think he has much chemistry with David Njoku down the field yet because he hasn't done it a lot. So that's going to come. I think also it's going to come with the scramble drill stuff. So Rex Fortune says, can't wait for Sonny to be hyping up Will Levis or Anthony Richardson next year. I don't know what the Ravens going to do at quarterback. I don't know. But I feel like it might not be Lamar Jackson next year. I don't know. It's looking real shaky for the Ravens. Real shaky. In for the Ravens. Let me see what this poll on, man. Let me see what this poll on. Okay, so Popeyes is right now in the lead. KFC in a close second, 37%. Tenders at 10%. Q's Choice at 14%. We have 142 votes. We got like 600 people in chat. So, you know, let's get these numbers up. Nick Chubb, I felt like he had his best game in forever. And I think part of that was situational, right? The reason he was able to have his best game in forever because we were just able to run the ball a million times. And not to say like he was like terrible on his average numbers. I don't think he was. But what I do mean by that is you were able to wear down the defense. You know what I mean? And let's also be for real here. The Ravens are a really good defense, especially against the run. Dead Sea Salty says, I will come clean and say I sold the poll and said Q's Choice, but I just want you to be full for the Cavs game and a little after Go Browns. I am not streaming the Cavs game, dog. I wish I had that kind of stamina. I do not. Maybe next year, maybe later this year. I don't know. What a burger, dog. I don't even know what a burger. I know, right? Popeyes takes forever, and it is a Saturday order in Popeyes. Dog, I'm not going to eat till midnight. I'm not going to eat till midnight if Popeyes wins. But yeah, I think Watson looked like Watson in this game. The stats aren't going to reflect it. And there are going to be people who are only going to look at the numbers, right, and didn't really watch the game. But I feel like if you watch the game, it felt like Watson was there. You know what I mean? Like it felt like the usual Deshaun Watson game, right? Bad weather, but he was able to make enough plays to get you over the top. Didn't make the big mistake, right? First game without an interception. And really just, you know, he didn't manage the game because he made some plays that can extended drives, but he really just had a solid game, right? Like this, what you wanted out of him. Nick Chubb did a lot. Offense struggled. This is a good defense. That's not rare. Defense, though, really showed up. Really did. Mark Andrews, 3 receptions, 31 yards, man. What happened to Mark Andrews, y'all? What happened to Mark Andrews? What happened to that man? Oh, man. Oh man. Oh man. Let me use the bathroom real quick, and then we'll go down this last 10-minute stretch, y'all. Q, you tripping? Don't get no KFC. Somebody said go vegan. I've always wanted to go vegan, but I don't think I have the discipline to go vegan. Look, if you don't want me to get KFC, please vote for Q's choice in the poll, y'all. Like, yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Is if you okay, Popeyes is winning, so I appreciate that, and I understand my demographic is my demographic. I love y'all, but I mean, Q's choice is also a fine choice, or tenders. You know what I mean? Just get some tenders. You know what I mean? Like, I would encourage everybody to make an informed decision. I will post whatever. I will take a picture of whatever I end up getting. If I try to get Popeyes, impossible tenders, dog. Who said that? Is that Dead Sea Salty that said impossible tenders? No. That's terrible. That is a terrible thing to suggest on a human. I'm going to call you CAYA. As a Bengal fan, I have no problem with the Ratbirds getting better as long as the Squealers are in the basement. Hey, man. Oh, yeah. You know what else this does? Well, I don't know yet. We might be a game ahead on the Steelers now. You know what I mean? Third place is ours, baby. Let's get it. But that was just a great team win. Great team win. Chipotle, I done had Chipotle 2 times this week, bro. If I eat one more Chipotle bowl, I'm gonna lose my mind. I had queso. I done had enough Chipotle. My stomach does not need more cheese and sour cream in it. It does not. You know what I mean? My body is telling me to chill, and I'm gonna listen to it. You know what I mean? I love my demographic. Shout out to the demographic, man. Love y'all. Akallah says somebody said people only praise Popeyes because of their neighborhoods. People only praise Popeyes because their neighborhoods aren't nice enough for a Chick-fil-A. That is slander. That is slander of the highest degree. Look, I grew up in Popeyes neighborhoods. And no, we didn't have Chick-fil-A's. But guess what, man? Chick-fil-A is I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do that to chat. I ain't going to nuke chat like that. Man. Somebody said Cheesecake Factory. Somebody said Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory. Raising Cane's. Wendy's? Dog. Wendy's? Let me tell you something. I used to work at Wendy's before my YouTube channel popped off. And dog, I'm not voluntarily ever going to Wendy's. Never. I refuse. Look, I'm not rich. But I made it enough to where if I don't want to eat Wendy's, I ain't got to eat Wendy's. Them 4 for 4s do not be a requirement for me. All Like, that's the one. I work very hard to stay away from them 4 for 4s. I'm not about to voluntarily eat one. You know what I mean? Every day I wake up, I'm like, I got to stay away from the 4 for 4. That's what it is. I'm trying to stay away from it. Y'all not about to push me to it. Why is this win probability not just at a dub yet? Why is it still at 99.9? We won, dog. We've been won. I'm not saying Chick-fil-A trash, but like the lines that y'all wait for at Chick-fil-A are crazy for the food that you're getting. Like, it ain't that good. Like, I'll wait in like a regular line for some Chick-fil-A. But like them lines be looking like highway traffic. Now I know what you gonna say, Chick-fil-A heads. It's good service. They move the line fast, but it's still a line, dog. You know what I mean? It's still a line. By the way, shout out. Who asked that question? Professor Chaos, why would you ask me that question? I'm not answering that question. That is just a bomb that you're trying to set off in chat. Do not ask me that. I appreciate the $5 though, but don't ask me that. You know what I mean? That is a loaded question. In which I'm not at. Del Taco ain't bad. Now, some of y'all ain't never been to LA. If you've been to LA, you know the real spot, El Pollo Loco. Boy, El Pollo Loco is cheap and it's good. You can get like a whole little tub of chicken at El Pollo Loco. Get these bean burritos. Like, it's bomb. Chris Gustafaro says Austin C. Perrion get half a sack today. Proud of Perrion, man. He might have a whole sack. He might have one. I can't deal with y'all because I know how y'all gonna react to shit in chat. Church's chicken. I talk to people who are from Ohio. They don't know what Church's is. That's a Cleveland thing, I think. Is Church's anywhere but on the east side of Cleveland? Like, is there like a Church's on the west side? Or does Church's exclusively, like Church's and Mr. Chicken, I have not seen outside the east side of Cleveland ever in my life. And I swore those were national chains. Chris says bulletproof glass at Popeyes. My Popeyes that I go to now don't got bulletproof glass. So I guess I'm moving up in the world. You know what I mean? But that one on Buckeye? Oh my God, the one on Buckeye? If you live like near Shaker and you got to go to the hood to get your Popeyes, ooh, that one seems dangerous. They got to roll. It's like the bank. They got to give you your chicken like they're giving you a deposit at the bank, dog. They got they literally have the little turnstile like the bank where you got to get your chicken through the turnstile. That's crazy. That is a crazy, crazy thing. It's Church's in Marietta? Let me tell you, I'm not driving to no damn Marietta to get no Church's chicken, man. There's Church's chickens. I've never seen a Church's chicken outside the east side. Another bomb, saltiest AFC North talk after an L. After AFC North team after an L. Every AFC North team that loses to another AFC North team is the most salty AFC North team. Let's be real here. Everybody hates everybody in this division. And if you are the team that lost most recently to another AFC North team, you are the most salty team. Now that is the Ravens. Last week it was the Steelers. You know what I mean? That's usually how this works. Chosen Cartel says, didn't get to hang out, but want a super. Appreciate you, Chosen. Logan said, churches in Columbus, Ohio, and Dayton. See, so it's just like sprinkled in random parts of Ohio. You know what? I'm going to put you on the Hothead Burritos, too. For those of you who live in Ohio, it's an Ohio-only chain. But Hothead Burritos is much better than Chipotle. It's much better. I think the only one in Cleveland is like in Strongsville, so good luck getting there. But it's much better. They're not paying me for this because they don't got enough money. El Pollo Loco messes up your stomach, Chris. That's unfortunate because that shit bomb, bro. But Hothead Burritos, you got to get the Hothead sauce. Shit's fire. I got through 4 years of college. They got them in Youngstown. The Hotheads. But I get in arguments all the time with people I went to school with. Hot Heads is definitively better than Chipotle. Definitively. I love when people join the stream late, and I'm not talking about anybody individual. I just saw this in chat. But like sometimes people join the stream late and they like demand that I talk about something that I already talked about. And it's like, bro, like you could just click back in the stream and figure out when I was talking about it. Chick-fil-A. Okay, Young Banana Clip coming in with a hot take says Chick-fil-A is mid as fuck. Food ain't great. Honestly, the super nice customer service is crazy off-putting in my opinion. McDonald's spicy chicken sandwich is better. That's a crazy take. That is a crazy take. Look, I'm not a fan of Chick-fil-A, but goddamn, dog. What was you up at McDonald's over it? That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Logan says Church's Chicken in Columbus, Ohio, Dayton, Ohio. Oh man, where is Ali gonna be in chat on AFC North Talk? Are they? Where they gonna be at, man? The people that was going hard. Here we go, Harvard Deli. Here we go, Roof. Now y'all look. This is the thing about people from Cleveland. You name one restaurant in Cleveland, and the whole chat's gonna start naming random restaurants in Cleveland. Somebody gonna be like, oh yeah, you like this? I like Whitmore's. Oh, you like Whitmore's? You really need to go to Mount Pleasant. Oh, you like Mount Pleasant? What you need is Hot Sauce Williams. And once we get to Hot Sauce Williams, somebody mentions B&M's and the conversation ends. Because once you get to B&M's, it's like, all right, there's nothing to talk about once we bring up B&M's. Because like, who actually goes to B? If you are a frequent B&M's visitor, I appreciate that you are going into the Cleveland barbecue scene, but understand that is the Cantu of barbecue joints. You know what I mean? Like that is the entry point of barbecue joints in Cleveland. You got to step it up after you know what I mean? After you get past your first level of Cleveland barbecue, you got to step it up to at least a Hot Sauce Williams, maybe even a Sharks on Lee. You know what I mean? Like we got to get you to that next level. Mount Pleasant, you know, like these are the next steps. You can't stay at B&M's forever. You know what I mean? You gotta push past the B&M's. B&M's good on the rush. They got a drive-through. I understand. But B&M's got to be your B plan, not your A plan. You got to have a better A plan than B&M's. I don't know many people who have B&M's as the A plan, but there's a bunch of people not from Cleveland that are listening to this stream. They're like, what is going on? $5 super chat, Bomb Chicken, White House Chicken, Barberton, Ohio. Hard to find better. Trust. I'm going to have to take your word on that. I don't know if I'm ever going to be in Barberton, Ohio, but if I am, I'll check it out. Y'all done started a war. Slimans? You said Harvard Deli over Slimans? It depends on the day. It depends on the day. It depends on the day. Y'all said Kim's. All right, we in the trenches now. Somebody said Kim's. Jeff Lewis. Jeff Lewis says, as a Bengal fan, thank you for first place. All right, man. I appreciate helping the little bro out. I'm going to need y'all to lose in the playoffs, though. I can't have y'all with a Super Bowl, though. Like, you know what I mean? I'm happy for you to a point. You know what I mean? Is that Hot Sauce Williams on Lee Road still open, man? It don't look open. I last time I was in Cleveland, it didn't look open. K-Fresh says Cane's. Wawa. Hot dog shop. I've been to hot dog shop. They got those in like East Liverpool and like Youngstown. They got hot dog shops. Q, Louisiana fried chicken and seafood is good. Chicken is hot after my 45-minute drive home. What are they putting that chicken in if it's hot after 45 minutes? Rio Ichi says, I'm commenting just to say, put that man in jail. You know damn well McDonald's spicy chicken sandwich is not that good. Nah, it's not. Burger King got a better chicken sandwich than McDonald's. Like, let's keep it a buck. Burger King's chicken sandwiches slap way harder than McDonald's. They do. I don't know why, but this just became a food stream, and this might just become a food channel. Maybe that's the pivot I got to hit. Maybe this is just becoming a Mook main channel. You know what I mean? It feels like we're going down that direction. All right, let's see what the poll is, and then we're going to end the stream because I have to watch the Cavs game, tear down the stream, and make a whole nother video today. So, you know, my brother going to be tired, and I want to order some food soon. I can't really do that when I'm streaming. But let's see here. Chat says Popeyes by a significant margin. So I might have to order some Popeyes. God damn it. 360 votes. Y'all don't want me to have my freedom. Y'all want me to have Popeyes. Mighty Mulatto, Louisiana Fried Chicken. Is that in Cleveland? Yeah, I'm about to say. Yeah, Alfonso Smith says hot sauce on Lee been closed since COVID. Yeah, I'm about to say. I feel like it's been closed for a minute. Popeyes won, y'all. Popeyes won. I can't do nothing about that. Popeyes won the goddamn poll. I don't know why I left this up to a poll. Greg Gagan Singh, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, says I was in First Energy for that game. Go Browns. Appreciate that. We'll take this to about 8:10. 8:10. We'll take this to about 8:10. Then we're going to have to cut it off. So brother is trying to get to bed on time. Yeah, man. Yep. So, Mr. Chicken, y'all saying the election rigged? The mail-in votes didn't get counted? All right, James Wallace. Here's your shout out, James Wallace, because you have not gotten a shout out. James Wallace, here's your shout out. Shout out James Wallace. I would say I thought so. It's been a minute. Popeye's chicken Popeye. Yeah. All right. I think I'm caught up. I think we're going to be able to wrap it up. Somebody say, I miss Mr. Chicken. That's the first time I've ever heard somebody say, I miss Mr. Chicken. I'm going to be real with you. That's the first. I have never heard anybody say, I miss Mr. Chicken before. You know what I mean? I've heard questions about Mr. Chicken. I've heard crazy conspiracy theories about Mr. Chicken growing up. Like from like unsanitary conditions to like the chicken ain't chicken to like who actually runs Mr. Chicken. Or like you used to be able to like people used to have these conspiracy theories about what you could get off the menu at Mr. Chicken. But I've never heard of somebody be like, yeah, man, I miss Mr. Chicken. It's your boy Jones is the first person I've ever heard say such a thing. Shout out to It's Your Boy Jones. Oh, you used to live okay, I used to live around the corner from the one in Northfield. So near the Chase Bank and where the Walmart and Target used to be, it ain't even a Walmart or Target there anymore, right? Yeah, it's down near Bedford. My grandma used to stay around there. Well, I used to live real close. That's like in between Maple and Bedford, but yeah. And I went to Maple. So, yeah, that's right. And then if you go down that street where the Mr. Chicken was, you can go to a Superior Popeyes Chicken, which was open. You know what I mean? Popeyes was right there across the street from the Bally's. I think I had Mr. Chicken like 3 times growing up. Somebody said Mrs. Chicken runs Mr. Chicken. Tanja Bowman says, Raven fan here, great game. Our lack of receivers and trash. Yeah. Offensive coordinator caught up with them. That's what EDC gets. Lamar just fights through it as much as he can. We knew it. SMH. Yeah, man. I just don't know how much longer, like the Ravens are going to be able to get away with not getting Lamar the help that he needs. And it's like, at some point, he's going to get sick of it. You know what I mean? And I don't know if he's at that point. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we still got a 0.1% chance to lose. Did our playoff probability go up to like 1% at least? I hope it did. We will find out tomorrow. The Cavs game is about to start, so that means I'm about to go offline here. You guys, though, you guys have a great day. Have an even better night. And peace out.